see.
The map is white.
You kind of have to like zoom all the way out, and then it kind of pops in.
I did.
Oh, well.
It might be everything's just taking forever to load.
Yeah,
Also
entirely possible. Just trying.
Oh, so I have some news from my session yesterday.
Did you die?
No. What had happened was that Zach, our DM, gave us the deck of many things, and one of the players pulled the card, the
Good.
Fates. So, for those of you who know what the Fates is, you know what the Fates is. For those who don't, the Fates basically lets you rewrite reality by changing or erasing something that you know of. And you can use it whenever you want.
Oh.
So...
Just erase the world. Delete it.
The person who had it erased one person's existence.
You know what they should have did?
Hmm.
They should have erased the limit on how many times it could be used, and then you just infinitely erase whatever.
Well, when they erased one person's existence, Zach needed to rethink how to play how the campaign was going to change, because this one person actually played a much bigger part in the entire campaign.
I mean, that's his fault for giving you guys a potential erase something from my campaign.
He did, but he didn't fully grasp the disparity of what it actually did, because when
Still
he
his fault.
erased that one person, I'm trying, because this is all based off of campaign 2, I'm trying not to
Yeah,
like
so
say anything.
no spoilers, yeah.
When he erased this one person, basically our whole campaign ended, because none of the characters would have met anyone.
Good.
Hell yeah.
So, yay, our campaign ended in the most unpredictable way.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's
end.
kind of about him though, because there's a lot more
The sad
going
part,
on.
the sad part was that Zach had so many plans for all of us.
Well, he shouldn't have given you a deck of many things.
I will 100% stand by, unless you are ready to end a campaign and you just want to completely just watch it nuke itself. You do not put the deck of many things in your campaign.
There's way too many things that will just break everything.
Right.
It is a
Rask out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It is a big flashing red self-destruct button that just says "push me" at every.
Yep.
Well, to be fair, when he did give us the deck of many things, it was all randomized as it is, and
Still,
he never really
doesn't
used
matter.
the card. He never really used the card until one time where my character got killed by an ancient blue dragon, Dragon's Breath, but Zach thought it was a situation that shouldn't have really happened, because since we weren't really seeing a lot of combat in the past sessions, he thought of just throwing something in. And this was like around the time when Legends of Vox Machina first came out. So he thought of just like throwing something in, and then when my character died, Morty, the character who had the Fates card, just used it, but Zach was just like, no, I don't want to do that. I'll just, flavor it as if, Yuki still died, that's my character, and, but they were brought back by Revivify, and we, defeated the dragons and the wormlings. So, like, Morty, the player, his name's Ray, he had like this whole idea, and at first he called it a prank, where he was going to sacrifice his character by using the Fates card and erasing the one NPC. But again, none of us knew until we actually started talking about it and connecting the dots as to how big this NPC played a part in the fucking story. Like, none of our characters would ever get together, and the campaign ended. We even had to call two people, Zach's sister and my ex-roommate Araceli, to basically tell them what the fuck happened. But here's the thing. We all put it up to a vote because Zach didn't really want the campaign to end. So we all put it to the vote where either we would allow the Fates card to activate, or we would not activate it and just give Morty a legendary item to compensate for the Fates card.
Why jump through that many hoops? He had to set up perfectly to erase it from you dying. Why would y'all?
I don't know because I don't know Zach's thought process in it. He just explained that it didn't feel right to use something this powerful just because a character died. Um, so he just flavored it as if I still died, but I was brought back by Revivify, and Morty never used the Fates card. And I don't know. I don't know his thought process, but when we all put it up to the votes, it was half and half. 3 voted for Fates, 3 voted for the legendary item. And so we called Zach's sister and we called Araceli, and they both voted for the Fates card.
Good.
Just I mean, that's how I would vote. I'd say let decisions lay where they land.
Yeah.
Like,
So, since Zach's whole he planned like everything. He planned how what our characters would become, what we would get, the fucking dragons that we had wished for, the final battle.
I would really like to point out mistakes 1 through all that he made in running a
Right.
Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Uh,
I love you guys, but you're not predictable.
Oh,
so
no.
yeah, like I felt bad because he planned out the whole thing, and yes, we did throw in a couple of wrenches here and there, but he was able to like compensate it or rebuild the story from there. But the fact that we just made the whole campaign irrelevant because none of our characters would ever get together. Only like 3 of them would actually get together, and that would be it. So
Where
now
were y'all at level-wise? Like, what power scaling were you?
we were level 10. The whole
So
idea
you were
was
level 10. You had a guy get a free wish and get a
Right.
from at level 10, and he was like, "Oh, you know what? Many things, and you just get this fake. You can keep the fake card. We'll just get you back up, no problem." Like he had a bunch of missteps that was just asking for you guys to like derail everything.
Exactly. It's kind of on him.
to be fair, majority of the time when we're playing our campaign or playing the sessions is everybody's high and everybody's drunk. So
You know.
decisions get made, decisions get regretted to be made. We try to correct them. Everybody else is chaotic.
See, that's your mistake. You need to let the decisions stay and then go from there. Because retconning it is like that's a slippery slope.
Mhm.
So,
But
all right.
we are doing a one shot where Zach still wanted us to do the final battle. So we're all leveling our characters to the max level 20, and we're just gonna have that final battle as a one shot in the next couple weeks. And while Zach's building a new campaign, we're gonna make new characters.
Yeah, I mean that's what you do. Like if we didn't have Tyranny, then after the discussion we had like last week, we would be making new characters and starting a new one this week instead of Iceman. We just had Tyranny to finish still, and it simplifies things to just focus on that.
I'm just upset that whole thing, because that took like 2 hours. We started at 6 and we ended around like 8:30. So that whole thing took 2 hours, and I'm just upset that it was neither recorded nor streamed. So so that's what happened yesterday.
Good job. You
I
blew up
don't
your
know how to.
campaign.
Yeah.
Please don't blow this one up.
Yeah.
No promises.
Try not to. Well, I won't put a deck of many things
Right.
in the horde.
There's the first
There's
step.
a reason
There's
you guys
the
have not
first step.
found a deck of many things in the horde. If there were ever going to be a place that you could find it, but yeah. So let's see.
Isn't that why most people make custom decks of many things, so they can't fuck up the campaign too hard?
Yeah, you can pull cards out of it as a DM. You can say this deck only has 8 cards instead of I think it's 12 normally.
It's like 20, I think.
Something
I know
like that.
there's a
You can,
decent amount.
yeah.
But yeah.
Before we get cracking, Kate, did you see my last message?
I did, but I was working on something else, and so I cast it into the backside of my brain where it got farted out. Let me look again. Okay. Right.
Could you imagine how badly it would go if we got a hold of a fucking deck of many things, y'all?
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Rose would just
What-
keep pulling cards until they explode.
We actually had plans for the cards that we knew were next in the deck because we were supposed to use one on my character's father to ruin his reputation, and then I forgot what the other one was, but it was a good one. And then we had the whole spiel of trying to get our dragons that we wished into existence, and it
Yeah,
just
and then
never
you blew up the campaign.
happened. I mean, technically, we're still getting them because we're still gonna do the final fight, but c'est la vie.
Isn't there a revive card in the deck of many things?
Like a
There's a lot.
resurrection card?
Yeah, resurrection card.
I think there's one that just makes it so the next time you die, you just come back.
I don't know, I don't remember. I used to
Yeah.
know most of them, but
I've read through the list so many times, but all right. Well, that gave me enough time to get what I needed to.
You're welcome.
So, you guys left off last session having convinced the Cloud Giants that they might actually benefit by allying with you in lieu of the cult. Let's see. What else you guys did? There was a lot of fighting. You guys just hacked your way through like most of what was still here, secured the castle, met a whole bunch of kobolds that helped you loot the treasure, sorted through some of it, dug through. I wrote down got the list of like everything you guys found. It's
I
crazy.
found a new crossbow.
Yeah, you found a very interesting crossbow. You're like,
who the fuck
weird.
made this?
Yeah.
Found a gun.
Yeah, it pretty much what it looks like is it looks like Vash's handgun, except without the cylinder.
happened.
It's just a solid piece
No.
of like shaped steel.
I got really confused for a minute.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's this massive like hand cannon type crossbow missing its crossbow part. Yeah, that would
You know
be
I'm gonna use this now, right?
Hmm?
Like, you know I gotta use this now, right?
Hey, that's one of the
I gotta-
reasons
I
it
gotta-
was in there.
I gotta use it on principle now.
Use their own things against them. But yeah, you guys finished looting. I think you turned in for sleep in the barracks on the second floor because there was room since the cultists were no longer using them.
Something like that.
Everybody except for Rose. I was
Everyone
busy.
except for Rose. Rose stayed
And
up
Robert.
too, and
I
Robert.
was inspecting the crossbow to get a grasp on how to upgrade Vidofnir.
Okay, so did you stay up all night doing that as well? I know we rolled
Probably
dice.
not all night. Yeah, probably not all night.
Okay, so you did get rest, didn't take that level of exhaustion. The next morning came around. You guys found yourselves heading to the kitchens, which started to smell of cooking food. Opening the door, you saw another gaggle of kobolds, all hard at work, carrying platters and trays of breakfast foods and various things that were probably brought here by the cult to feed the people that lead the cult.
Ours now.
You all sat down at the tables and began to eat, and about 10, 15 minutes into your breakfast, Rose opened the door into the kitchen and with a very tired look on their face, just smiled, "It's done." And behind them burst in Fred, cheering and greeting you all with a good morning in the common language, as he is now an awoken crocodile.
Oh my god.
Rose then promptly fell over and is now sleeping on the floor in the kitchen.
goodness.
So, as Fred comes in, "Good morning, everybody!" And he just like roars through the doorway. What would you guys like to do?
First of all, holy shit, Fred, you can actually talk common now.
Yeah, congratulations. That's some good shit.
Yeah, pretty great. Rose had to take my hat off for about 8 hours last night. Didn't like that. I got kind of angry. But now it's back. I can talk. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's
Sounds like
great,
it.
man. Congrats.
He just sort of stops, and you see kind of a sad look on his face, as sad as you can see on a giant crocodile. I only wish Aureus could have seen it, but we got to speak, and that's what's important. And now I can speak to all of you.
I'm sure he's cheering from the heavens.
Get him, Fred. I believe in you.
I'll walk over to attempt to pick up Rose to like, I guess make them like sit them somewhere more comfortable to like pass out in.
Okay. Are you just trying to like shift them along the floor? Actually, like cradle pick them up.
Yeah, I'll just princess carry them to like a chair or like a bench somewhere.
Give me a strength check.
Okay.
Okay.
Not
First
too
roll
hard.
of the night, a strength check from the Urticifer.
Pop Rose up on Fred's back. It'll be all right.
There's a moment of strain. Rose is a little heavier than you were expecting, but you picked them
Wow.
up. Rose has built up quite a bit of muscle in the last few months.
I guess.
It's
Gotta lay off the mayonnaise.
It's dense. It's
Yeah.
heavy. And you eat a lot of meat. But
What
no,
he's saying
you
is you fat.
bring them over to a bench near one of the like stove ovens where it's warmer, and they just sort of prop them up against the wall where they're just.
Yeah, they'll be all right. I'll just leave them there. It seems like they put in some work last night, so I'll just let them rest.
It was a long night. So, that being done, you guys finish up your breakfast. What would you like to do for the day? It's probably about, and you would know it's about 9, 10 o'clock.
Family meeting.
Oh, Jesus.
We wake up Rose.
Well, we need to let her
we'll-
sleep, though.
Yeah, I'll let her know what we talk about whenever they wake up. They're fine.
Down with your tinker. You can make a sign like you did that last time. You know.
Robert's still down in the treasury
Yeah.
area, just so you guys know.
Yeah, Robert never came up for breakfast. You did not see him retire for food or for rest. You've not really seen him since you guys broke to your individual corners the night before.
I'm gonna go see if Robert is still down in the treasure hoard.
I guess I can go find Emily.
Why don't we just round everybody up down there?
That also
Yeah.
works. All right, so I guess Arif, go ahead and head down. I'll go grab the rest of the crew and meet you down.
I mean, were you getting
Okay.
the Avengers as well?
Hmm?
Because your party's down there now.
Avengers.
Hey,
He's just
you
picking
needed
up
to
on
be
that.
you needed to be avenged, damn it.
And Ken
Yeah.
was the one that came up with the name.
No, well, Starlight part, but
The
I
Starlight.
came up with the Avengers part.
Oh, did you?
I very distinctly remember the moment because I had the dumbest smile on my face because it was amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, were you going and getting Emmeline and them because they're in there with you? Everyone's kind of in the kitchens right now. There's only a total of 8 of you, 9 of you. Yeah, that aren't giants, and they're upstairs. So you each have like 6 kobolds running around you at any given time, serving you, helping you, offering assistance, cowering in fear when you raise your arms to scratch your head. The standard kobold things.
I'll say in Draconic, hey guys, don't worry, we're fine. I mean, I know some of us may have came off as aggressive initially, but we got your back, okay? You don't have to fear anything from us. Also, if y'all can find a blanket to cover our sleeping friend with, that'd be great.
The one that you catch moving through looks at you as you start speaking in Draconic, and his eyes get really wide, and he drops what he's doing. He speaks the Elder language. He's gonna kill us, and he runs away. And the others look at him like,
Whoop.
what? the fuck?
So you know, like in anime when like a character like freezes and then like droops in sadness.
Who are the others? He said something about a blanket.
Yeah, you see our sleeping friend over there? Cover them with it so they can, I guess, get more comfortable.
Two of them, like in unison, give you mirrored salutes with opposite hands and head out the door.
Do we know like which one they're serving or they were serving? Because don't kobolds normally follow dragons and like do their whole thing? Have we found out who they working for specifically?
They never
You
told us.
haven't? Yeah, you know that they were provided here from the cult. It seemed everything that they said. It seemed like they served the cult as opposed to a single dragon.
Okay, hell yeah. Then before we land, let's enlist them too. We're gonna get a unified interracial army ready to go.
Gosh.
Yes, you absolutely can do that, Robert. All right. So, were you gathering M and everyone? Eventually, the two kobolds, you come back in with a woolen blanket and drape it over Rose, tuck them in nicely. One of them kind of brushes hair out of their face,
Mm.
and then they scurry away.
I guess we'll head down to the treasury room and then go from there with our discussion.
As you leave, were you expecting us to join you? Should we?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you're one of us. Come on.
All right. I wasn't sure. Kind of looks over to Rose. I don't think they very much appreciate the risks.
Nah, they'll
Inherent.
be. All they do is risk. This is just another risk.
Oh, I know they risk that. I don't think they like me risking this. But
That's
They're
because they
just
like you.
right. So all of you head downstairs. Rose gets left with almost 4 dozen kobolds.
Hell yeah.
Actually, no. There's probably only about 20 or so, maybe 25 serving in the kitchens. You guys have seen a bunch scurrying around the castle itself. When you guys got up from your rest this morning, they came in and they like tucked in all the beds and made everything all nice and neat. They're servants. So you guys
Well,
make your way
alrighty then.
downstairs. As you do, you enter into the large hoard chamber, and you can see Robert. He's crouched down and is picking through gold. Has about half a dozen kobolds around that they're all just talking softly to each other.
hey, buddy, how's it going?
Good. Got about a decent portion of this stuff sorted.
Nice.
It says decent portion, and it's about 5% of it. But
Anything interesting you find?
Yeah, anything cool?
That's a great question.
let's see.
Roll for cool.
I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't have detect magic. I would just be sorting the gold from the items.
Roll me. Just give me a d20.
Roll for cool.
Roll for cool.
Nat 1, let's go. Hell yeah.
Average.
Right. So let's see.
I got a 3 on the dice and an 11 on the thing.
Yeah, that is weird. It doesn't match at all.
It say on the front page that this was gonna happen. I just
Right.
didn't see immediately.
Yeah, the 3D die says 3, and on the chat it says 11.
I prefer the 11,
Interesting.
if that's all right. with you.
Right.
I wonder if it's like a display error on the actual dice or on converting it to the chat.
Mhm.
What?
Or that's like two separate entities. So it's like having the 3D dice is rolling its own d20 while the chat's rolling a different d20.
Probably,
So they're just
honestly.
displaying different things because they're not on the same input.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hey. One thing that you do find, Robert, you found a small onyx or dark. It's black as night. It's a ring with engravings on it, very fine engravings that seem etched in silver. And then just thousands and thousands of gold pieces.
We have the economy in our hands.
Literally,
Literally.
there are like I'll reiterate, about 500,000 gold or pieces of gold worth here. Another 500 in art, and another 500 in gems. So it's about 1.5 million gold worth of stuff without the magic items. But yes, you find a small black ring with silver engravings around it.
Cool. No idea what it does. So if you want to do your
I'll-
thing, wizard, go
I'll,
ahead.
I'll take
Wizard.
it and just cast Identify.
Okay. Let's see. Where is the right one for this? Okay. This is a ring of spell storing.
Ooh.
Yeah,
A
see.
ring of spell storing.
Apparently, it has art for it. So many things don't that I just make up my own idea of what it looks like. This looks like Doctor Strange's
Yeah,
ring.
it's like the
Oh, the sling ring.
sling ring. Yeah,
rings.
that's
Yeah.
what it's called.
Don't ask
Yeah.
me how I remember that. I just
You
did.
you find a ring of spell storing in your search.
Fancy.
Add that to the list of
Mhm.
things that you guys have pulled out of this horde so far.
I have the video up where I saved all the items.
I mean, I have a Word document with the list of everything.
That's good.
Yeah.
Just store a few fireballs in there. It'll be good.
Yeah.
I mean,
You could store
Give it
one
to-
fireball, I think, in there.
first through 5th level.
Yeah. You can put one, pretty damn
One
good spell in there.
Just
put a level
surprise the
5
bad guy.
fireball and crank that bad boy out later on when you need it.
My spell levels isn't that high.
Aw.
Not
No.
yet.
Not
But that'd
yet.
be funny though. Have a guy who's not a spellcaster have that, and the boss thinks that they're fine from the randomly cast fireball.
So then you.
Give
No,
Robert
give it to-
a ring that has haste loaded in it.
Oh god, no. That's
I don't
scary.
have that spell on my arsenal.
Wait, does haste actually stack with action surge?
It does.
Oh,
Yeah, it
God.
does.
100%.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Gives you a
If
whole
you
nother
action
action.
surge and haste, you get 5 actual attacks in a turn plus your bonus action. All right.
Frightening.
So as you guys gather in the horde chamber beneath the remnants of the Dracahydra, now long gone, decayed and just sizzled away.
Hey, do you mind if I take a look at that ring real quick?
Sure.
You can also just store 5 first level spells in it because it can store
Yeah.
up to 5 levels worth of spells.
Mix and match. Want fucking
Yeah.
Tetris spells.
I think you have to be the one who uses it though. Only the attuned wearer can use it.
Okay.
But hey, I would
Let's
help
see.
any spellcasters that don't get your stuff back on a short rest because you
Yeah.
can stock those up and then just hold on to it till later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do need to. It does need to be used by the one who puts the spell into it. That was my fault.
Yeah.
It does say that. It says
We were
holding
all
them.
excited about
until-
giving the fighter.
I know that would have been dumb, but it says
Yeah.
until the attuned user
Yeah. Wearer
or
uses
wearer
them.
uses them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's just
All right. I'll give it back to Harold then.
when you hit 11, you get 3 attacks. Actually, third plus your bonus and the extra attack. You could have fucking 8 attacks.
Crazy.
Yes.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
I thought someone could store a spell
creature.
and then give it to someone.
Yeah. So if Robert attuned to the ring, then Ken could store it in there.
Ooh. Okay.
That's the second paragraph. So in this case, do this for
Any
me,
creature. Okay.
Robert. Roll me a d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, they were both
Okay.
the same that time.
2.
Okay. Ken, as you go to place the spell in the ring, it's not that the spell won't fit. There's already something in there.
Hell yeah.
Really?
There is.
What is the
Curious.
spell?
You gotta find out.
My artificer senses are tingling. I want to know what spell it is.
I
Would-
think he would.
I want to cast Detect Magic to see if I can tell if there's a
Okay.
spell.
Yeah,
in it.
you had identified it as well. So, given that this is all very fluid, it has
Oh
it has
boy.
magic mouth loaded into it.
Magic. What?
Gross.
Magic
What?
mouth.
Oh
What the
no.
worst fucking spell ever.
What
Uh-huh.
is that?
Creepy. That's what it is.
You implant
Yeah.
a message within an object in range, a message that is uttered when a trigger condition is met. Choose an object that you can see and that isn't being worn or carried by another creature. Then speak the message, which must be 25 words or less, though it can be delivered over as long as 10 minutes. Finally, determine the circumstance that will trigger the spell to deliver your message.
Like
Oh,
you put it into a statue, and when somebody steps in front of the statue says "boo."
Yeah.
Like
gotcha.
legitimately, it goes "boo." And a
Boo.
Does it
mouth
get
10
like
minutes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, someone else can have the magic mouth ring.
So
Well, if you want-
here's the thing. If the object that you choose has a mouth or something that looks like a mouth, the magical mouth appears there so that the words appear to come from the object's mouth.
also like if you don't want magic mouth, you can just cast that bitch now and then have AJ put something
Yeah.
in it. It's not like a
Look it
one
up.
use.
I
You
would
can
say
choose.
just hold on to the ring for now till we see all the magic items
Yeah.
before we start divvying it out.
Fair. Okay.
Bring back all the items that I
Uh,
saved.
Rose, since they've left you to sleep in the kitchens, can you please roll me a wisdom save?
Yep.
Uh-oh, there's the curse.
Cool. Wisdom saving throw.
Doop-a-dooped.
Okay. So what are you guys doing down in the cavern?
I don't know. King called a fan.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna ask the kobolds to go, go back upstairs, take a break, go eat, do that. Just don't be here.
Go away.
They get up and they kind of look at you like, and they
No groaning.
don't seem as afraid as the ones that you had been working with upstairs. And one of them turns, "I'll talk to you later, Robert." And they all
Do I
trot
remember his
upstairs.
name?
The one who spoke in particular, let's see, because
I
you
know, he's
did get
made
all of
friends.
their names. Let's see.
Yeah, well, I
The
remember.
one who spoke in particular's name was Kot. Kott.
All right, make sure you get something to eat, Cot.
It gives you like a thumbs up. It's like, first thing on the list. They all head up the stairs, or up the ramp towards the stairs.
It's like you're enjoying
Make some
yourself
friends, Mr.
making
Robert?
some new friends.
Yeah, I mean, I was working down here by myself. I had to talk to someone.
Did you stay up all night?
Perhaps.
Are you not tired?
I'm good.
Not concerning, but okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let this family meeting be underway. So we need to discuss our plans moving forward. We're still en route to the little spot up the map way. We don't have a name for it yet. I did have an idea. Want to run it by y'all. How about we call it Starlight's Respite?
When we land
Okay.
the mountain.
I like it. I like the idea it conveys that we'll have some time to rest.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. We got ourselves a headquarters.
Are we sure we don't want headquarters closer to civilization?
Yeah. So we're gonna keep this slightly on the hush hush. We have teleporter capabilities to and from. So what we'll do is once we're landed, we'll get one last count of anything important, check in with the cloud giants, and teleport to Erebor, and then report to the guildmaster there, and lay our friend to rest.
Interesting. Would you be able to? I'm looking at the spellcasters. Be able to like encase this place with like fog or something, so people couldn't see it from the outside.
Not particularly. I don't have anything within my spell book that can help.
Yeah, no. Most of my stuff is like utility-ish, but nothing that's going to be able to completely cover a place in fog.
We can ask the giants. They'll probably know something.
So yeah, once we get back to Erebor, make our reports, get our personal issues done. We're gonna try to take some downtime and upgrade. With if everyone's in agreement, because after everything that's happened so far, we need to take our abilities and our armaments to the next level.
Agreed.
But what about all
You see
this
where that takes you.
gold?
Oh shit!
I mean, as Robert mentions it, Emmeline looks at Ken. I think Ken was there yesterday when we were talking with Rose. I know I spoke to Rose about that.
And me.
It was okay. It was Aerith. Aerith.
Oh
What
yeah,
are we going to do with the horde?
It was briefly mentioned that we really shouldn't keep it for ourselves because since the cult kind of stole all of this from different places across the continent, she thinks it's better to return it to the people. But
I mean that's definitely a good call. But before we go through all that, we really need to have a sit down because we know, at least in Daggerford, there are some high-ranking people that have strong ties to the cult. So we need to get an idea of where we can send this money to because we know people need it, but we can't just go passing it out because if it goes into the wrong hands again, it's gonna get right back away from the people and right back into the cult. So we kind of have to maybe
Well,
do our own little cult audit.
point.
agreed.
I think it was Waterdeep that you were at that had because Daggerford's more of like a
Yeah,
small like trade town.
yeah,
I never dropped Waterdeep to the main layer. Oops.
yeah. I'm in agreement with Eidos. Is weird. I don't feel comfortable with keeping all this to myself. Plus,
we did already send a large portion to the guild.
Yeah, but we
yeah,
You guys,
him, but that's at least one set of people who knows what we're doing, and as of yet, it's gonna knock on whatever nearest wood is available. They're not against us, so that
We
bit of
also
gold is at least.
we could raise an army technically with this money, or build fortifications, so on and so forth.
I mean, that's
used.
definitely going to be one step because as much as I am ready to fuck up this cult, it's on a much grander scale than like 12 of us right here can handle. So we're definitely going to have to pull some strings and get some bodies together.
agreed. If we're gonna spread this money around, we gotta spread it smart. And
I agree.
I told everyone else prior, as long as some of that money goes back to restoring Baragos, that's fine with me as well.
But yeah, like I'm definitely though I'm fine with it going back to the people.
To the
Because I mean,
right people.
end goal here is we wipe the fucking cult off the face of the planet, and then there's no more problems, and everything goes great. So like in that scenario, people are gonna need the money to be able to support themselves after the fact. So I'm definitely
Yep.
for that.
Okay. Everyone else okay with this plan?
Let's at least try and get all the magic items out of this pile.
Oh, for sure. That's a whole different story. We're gonna have to go through that. Like, but you're definitely gonna be on the front lines. I mean, I know a lot of us are pretty maxed out, but if we find some good shit, we could swap some attunement slots around. That magic items are a little different than like their economy.
Great. Yeah, the biggest thing that I was talking with Rose and you about, or you, Aerith, yesterday. I mean, a lot of the people that this was taken from are they're not around anymore. Uh, I just wanted to make sure that we had at least considered the fact that it might not all be for us.
Yes, um, we're aware. Like I said, I'm not taking all this money to myself. If for some reason there's leftover, and we decide to split it, I'll take my share and donate it to nearby orphanages.
Your what you sent actually accounted for. I got the number from Hadrian yesterday. There's a momentary pause as she's talking before she says Hadrian's name. It seems like you guys sent him 23,298 gold pieces.
We kind of just put it into a pile. We didn't
What
really
Yeah,
did
we
you?
kind
count
of
it.
He didn't really know what to do with it. He got people to put it in the safe. They're keeping it secure for you guys. Saw your note, Ken. But what did should I send him I mean, I can message him and let him know if there's
well,
something you want him to do with it.
I can just tell them myself. As you know, like I said, we need to go back to Area Boy. So I can just whenever we get there, I can just tell them myself.
Sounds good. I mean, I'm really. She just sort of like sits down against the gold. It's like, now that you guys are back, I'm more or less comfortable leaving it up to you all. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm here to help, and however we can help, we will help. But you guys are you're the ones who are going to make the change. We were just trying to fill shoes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not feeling like you want to commit to the combat side of things, I mean, when it comes to war, it's on all fronts. So you don't have to fight. You can help literally anywhere else, and it'll be all right.
We'll need good supply management.
Definitely can help with that. Eldkin's nodding along. He's like, "Well, you're just ready to retire when you guys left that caravan, and last couple months have been fun. Don't get me wrong. A couple more stories and a few more scars, but I think I could definitely stay in Erebor for a bit.
One less job before you retire.
You know, I think that's exactly what you said to me." And she kind of points at Emmeline, and Emmeline shies back. "What? I read it in a book. It worked, right?"
But yeah, like for real, I'm not going to stop any of you if you want to fight. I'm more than happy to have you. I'm also not going to force you to. I know Rose was pretty adamant about keeping y'all safe. He looks at her like, especially you, but I'm not going to take the decision from you guys. It is completely up to you. We can absolutely handle frontline shit.
Okay. I think we can definitely take second wave then. I mean, we'll be right there behind you guys, backing you up the whole way, whether it be logistically or any way we can. I mean, we stole an airship. What can't we do? She kind of just shrugs, like, I didn't know it was this easy.
You got Fred in an airship at that. That's pretty impressive.
You know,
Yeah,
that, the she's like motioning to her head. The headband really makes stuff like that easier. Being able to convince him that it's okay, that was really, really, really helpful because he
Was
did
he
not want to do
calm the
that.
whole way?
Do you get
Never mind.
claustrophobic or like agoraphobic, afraid of people? Because that's kind of how he was the entire time we were in the air. He just was very tense and quiet. He was obviously not happy, but he did it.
I'm proud of
Anyway,
them, and I'm proud of y'all for, I guess, stepping up to the plate when we went MIA. I appreciate y'all. All of it, all of us do. So thank you.
someone had to do something. I just thank the gods they sent you back to us, because I didn't. I mean, I was keeping a brave face, but that's scary stuff out there. People are not fucking around.
Yeah,
Sound like it.
you can say that again.
While you guys are all having this conversation, I need to pull Rose into a different channel for a moment. We'll be right
Okay.
back.
It's the curse.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Whee!
It's the curse.
That's no
All right, they're
bueno.
going to collude.
We need to raise an army.
Oh, like 100%, we're getting an army. As soon as we had this moving base, the reason I wanted to set it back that way is so we can set up a decent network of places we can get to and move people.
And yeah,
As I got Erebor memorized, I've got El Terrell, I've got this place now, and I don't remember if it was Daggerford or Waterdeep, but I got one of those two teleportation circles. So we have 4 places right now, and if we go to other ones, it takes literally 2 minutes to memorize them, and then we have them forever.
Nice.
and I can also go take some scratch sheet of paper and take pictures.
Yeah, so we can set up a decent network. I mean, we got to get people out there. Since they don't want to be on the front lines, we can get them out, starting to rally the people, get everything together, because we're definitely gonna be at war. So we need to get as many things, as many races, as many people as we can in on this to fight the cult. Because it's either that or everybody's dead.
Yeah, we'll also probably need
Uh,
like an intelligence agency, so to speak, just to investigate like the higher up people to make sure we don't have
Yeah,
moles, don't see who's with the cultists and whatnot.
yeah, we definitely need to. That's another big thing. We've got to figure out in all of these places, these serious players. We've got to find out who is or isn't with the cult now. Because I'm definitely all for sending that money back. Can't find out who it is. We're gonna have to take them out.
hey, we can task Jimna, and her group with intel gathering.
Oh hell yeah, good shit, dude. I forgot about her. She's perfect. Her and Cruz perfect for this.
No offense, wasn't her group wiped out?
I mean, we were all
She still had some people, I
I
think.
mean, that
technically
detachment
we
was.
got wiped out.
Yeah, but that specific cells. But
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The cell out of Dagger or out of Waterdeep. No. Mm-mm.
Bye.
So, what are you guys doing? As you are you still
well,
doing your family
Conclude
meeting,
our family meeting.
or have
yeah,
you?
we're just wrapping things up, and just again, just saying, hey, thank y'all for stepping up. We appreciate y'all, and like motion for like fist bumps and hugs if anyone's,
Everybody's open. Halan's probably the only one. Give me a charisma check. Halan's probably the only one who's going to be a little bit standoffish about it. But as you go up to shake Emmeline's hand, she just jumps and puts her arms around you. Oh shit!
Hell
Hell,
yeah.
dude.
Oh God.
Gives you a big hug, and she kind of squeezes herself against you. It's like, I'm really glad you're all back. You go, Emmeline, or not Emmeline, Eldkin gives you a fist bump, or Vustja. Well, she doesn't meet your fist bump. She gives you a stalwart salute and stands her post. As you step up to Halan, you put out your fist to bump it. He looks at you, and you see this look of what looks almost like disdain, and then he cracks a smile and puts his fist out and bumps it against yours.
Hell
yeah. All right, so family meeting is adjourned. I need to go check on something. Emmeline, Arif, you're with me. We need to go check something out. Race Felger, Fafnir, stick it around here. Help the rest of the group with the treasure, okay? And be nice.
Ooh.
Alrighty then.
So who's going where? Aerith, and Ken, where are you guys going? Since you seem to have a target in mind.
I'm following Ken.
Teleport circles. Teleport circle.
Okay,
Wow.
so you're heading towards the teleport circle. What's everybody else doing? As Ken takes Aerith and Emmeline and heads towards the ramp heading up. Alon and Eldkin kind of sits up and goes, "Well, I'm gonna go have second breakfast." Head back up towards the kitchen. Alon just sort of shrugs and joins her. Or
While I'm
Voska goes,
walking up, I'll yell in Draconic. All right, to the kobolds who was just down here helping with
Robert.
treasure sifting. Come on
Okay.
back. You're good to go.
All
None
right.
of them haven't ate breakfast yet. Just let it be.
Yeah. They've already made their way into the kitchen, and
Okay.
give me a perception check, because even if you poke your head in, they're all kobolds, man.
They look the same.
They're very similar looking.
I mean, if
Like,
they're in my disregard,
yeah, okay, all right. So you make your way up. Robert, what are you doing?
Well, now that everyone's gone, back to it.
Hey, Robert.
Sorting the goals again.
Sorting, what are you gonna
1
do?
gold, 2 gold.
With Robert.
Help
Just
Robert.
keep. Yeah.
All right. So as you guys head up towards the circle, what are you doing, Ken?
I am scanning this thing. I want to make sure there's no surprises for us if we use it or someone attempts to come in.
Roll me Arcana.
I want to make sure this thing is locked down to specific mana signatures. So
Are
only
the
our group and
the
people we
symbols
trust can get access.
are the symbols in Draconic or just in a magic?
So Draconic is the base language for the arcane language, but arcane
thinking it's
arcane sigils tend to be more. They use the Draconic lettering, but they don't form phrases or like incantations. They're more representative, and the sequence of sigils represents certain aspects of magic. Looking at it, Ken, it's a teleportation circle. You can recognize the address. You could given the proper magics foresee yourself maybe opening a doorway that could connect to one of these. But beyond that, there's nothing that you can glean from it.
I
It seems
wanna
to
I
be
wanna
fully
see
functional.
I wanna see if I can get anything off of identify.
Okay, so you cast Identify. Emmeline will examine it as well. All right, so you cast Identify. It it's it's a teleportation circle. You don't detect anything hinky about it. There's nothing that would stop you from being able to use it or allow any particular person to use it. It's it's a teleportation circle. Once they're established, the address is built, and anyone who has seen the circle and learned the address can use it. The only way to fix that is to destroy it, which then
and
prevents the use of the circle.
so I don't want any surprises. So what I would like to do with your assistance, destroy the circle, recreate the link, uh, basically modifying the address for this location, and then I guess I'll just rescan it and then give it to Edo so he can memorize it again. Oh wait,
Okay.
I don't have teleportation. I'm gonna need to get
No.
Edo.
Yeah. That magic's a little beyond me, and from all my, granted, maybe a little bit preemptive uh study, these things take a while to establish. It's
You
not
you
as
hear
simple as that.
like a faint voice. It takes a year if you do it.
Oh, meta pigeon, meta pigeon.
Takes a fucking year to make a
Okay.
teleportation
It's a
circle.
fucking year. If you destroy it, it will take a year to rebuild
Mhm.
Okay, well never mind.
it.
One of the
So,
drawbacks.
We don't know where it leads to. That's the issue.
Well, no, it's a
it's a
teleportation.
teleportation
It,
circle.
it can
It
lead anywhere. We like when you cast that spell, we determine where it's going to go, and when we cast it from others, we can determine to come here. It's not like a unless it's trapped. I mean, can you guys detect trap magic?
Mhm.
I mean, I can cast Detect Magic, but I feel like it'll just tell me that it's,
Yep,
a
it's magic.
teleportation circle.
You're sassy with me.
Sure is a circle.
As you guys know.
Yes, this floor is made out of floor.
What?
I mean, if you want to test it, you can come grab Edo, so we can just do a quick run to one of the other cities if you just want to try it, if you're willing to take that risk.
I mean, I'll still cast Detect Magic
Okay.
and be sassy with it.
As you detect magic, there is an inactive arcane lock on the front door that you came through.
Mhm.
That doesn't seem like it's active. They didn't turn it on when they left. The teleportation circle is just a teleportation circle. There are arcane lights on the wall that just sort of glow, give it this eerie kind of feeling, but nothing that would indicate anything that would explode or harm you in any way.
Well, I can't really get anything off of this. I mean, it's a magic teleportation circle. I mean, there's magic on the lock, there's magic on the walls, but nothing else in specific.
Okay, then. I guess I'll just figure out another way to like try to keep this place secure. I guess.
You're gonna end up build like an iris like they had in Stargate, where it's just like a steel ring that closes over it, so then just
Yeah,
it just splats
okay.
against it.
Basically. I guess we can. I can head back down to assist with the sifting.
Okay.
And I guess once we get to a good break, we'll do another meeting, a little quick meeting. I guess if Rose has enough rest, we can wake them up and see if they want to go to Irritable.
We could set up a series of elaborate Home Alone traps that anybody.
All right. So as you head back downstairs, Robert and Theodos are sorting through. You join them. We'll do. Aerith, are you gonna join Ken in
Yeah, I'm gonna
digging?
help with the treasury.
Okay, so either all four of you can make investigation rolls, or two of you can make it with advantage. I don't care.
Hope you do 2 with advantage.
Okay,
So it'd
I'll
be-
be one because like that.
I'll do the other.
I'll do one.
Okay, so Ken and Aerith give me intelligence at advantage as
You mean investigation?
yeah, investigation. Sorry, it's an intelligence-based check.
It is, yeah.
What is your investigation, Aurora?
Mine's at 9.
Mine's at an
Okay.
8, so.
Slightly better than mine. That's just what I wanted.
Okay, so bring me my. Oh, great horde generator! Tell me, how are my players breaking today? I literally, I go in here. I go dragon horde, ancient dragon horde, preferring random magical items. I roll and then I pick like what sounds fun.
Just a just
Wait,
a regular.
Want to read some books?
Okay.
Be the ever smoking bottle.
So there is a third book that you guys find.
Oh.
It is
Oh,
all the
shit.
books that are in here. We need to determine which one it is. So you guys can either have me do it, or I can have one of you do it.
I mean, I have
That's it.
one, Rose has one, so only you two really need, well, 3, actually.
You gotta roll for what it's gonna be, like random.
Yeah, we don't.
You don't just get to.
Well, I say
Yeah.
Cade rolls.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, well,
Let me.
oh man,
Rank their con. Please.
I'm over here
Let's see.
clenching.
Rank their con.
Stat tomes. I need to know the name of them all.
I
Could be fighting him.
I'm looking at the tomes that are available in the compendium, and there's only 4, so.
Is there only 4?
There's only
It's
4.
because one of them's not called a tome. It's like some other name.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Mordecain's Tome of Foes, but that's like the 5th one. There's 4
Well, no.
others.
So there's the tome of
Clear
leader and
Thought.
influence, understanding, clear thought,
And Stilled
Stilled
Tongue.
tongue.
There's
There,
a
there,
fitness one as
it's a
well.
manual of something. It's the deck.
Manuals. Yes, that's what they are,
Yeah.
because they're for the martial ones.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Bodily
Hold on.
health, quickness of
One I remember.
action, and gainful exercise. So there's
Manuel.
actually 7 different ones. Interesting.
Ooh.
What's the seventh one for?
So let's see. This
I
does
Isn't it?
dex.
Okay, so the
strength.
tomes are for the mental stats, and then the
Yeah.
manuals are the physical stats.
Okay.
That makes more
Okay.
sense.
Got it. Cool. Okay. So
What could be a stat no one uses?
Strength.
you cast identify as the book is found. You cast identify on it.
Yes.
It is a what is this one? It's a manual of bodily health. It's a constitution
See,
book.
that is a constitution book. Yeah. Ken, you're wanting to raise your. I don't know how to put it in RP.
Physical
Your physical
physical
constitution.
hardiness.
Your bodily health.
Your bodily.
Yes, very much so.
Well, there you go. You got 6 days to complete it. Read through the whole thing.
Okay, damn it, that's gonna cut into my building time, but it'll be worth it.
Okay, so we still have a couple more things. Let me mark this off as found so that I can keep track of what all is in here. All right, all 3 powerful magical books have been located. You also find a large greatsword that
Ooh.
is magical.
Identify.
It is a defender greatsword.
No, Aureus would have loved that.
Oh yeah,
He
aren't
absolutely
the
would've.
defenders for paladins?
Let's see.
Defender swords. You get to they have like a +3 bonus, but you get to choose at the start of your turn if you want to change the bonus to your AC.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you
right.
can
That's right.
you
That's
can
right.
adjust the bonuses onto your AC.
That's not in your compendium, Kate.
Is it?
I mean, I just see defender.
Says yeah. I mean, it's so
Okay, any
defender
sword.
is the
Okay.
magical weapon. It can be any sword. It's a great sword.
It's a great sword. Okay.
You also find
I'll just
That
hand
would
that off to Robert.
that would have been right up his alley.
It would have been.
Right?
I
Wow.
don't really have a use for it, sadly.
Just keep it on your person.
Okay.
you, in addition to that, find a iron flask. It looks like a flask made of iron. It identifies as an iron flask. It is a
Okay.
legendary item, though. Look it up. It's from the DM's guide, so it'll be in
Yeah,
there.
I found it. The
Yeah.
fuck?
What is this?
This iron bottle
It-
has a brass stopper. You can use an action to speak the Flask's command word, targeting a creature
What the fuck?
that you can see within 60 feet of you. If the target is native to a plane of existence other than the one you're on, the target must succeed on a DC Wisdom saving throw or be trapped in the flask. If the target
Oh my
has
God,
been
I want
trapped by
this.
the flask before, it has advantage on the saving throw. Once trapped, a creature remains in the flask until released. The flask can hold only 1 creature at a time. A creature trapped in the flask doesn't need to breathe, eat, or drink, and doesn't age.
Actually, a really good question. Give me 1 second. I have to.
I was about to say, is there something in it already?
I mean,
Huh.
contents.
The identify spell reveals that a creature is inside the
I
flask,
know.
but the only way
I
to
know. I know.
determine. Yeah. So is there
Yeah,
something in there?
there is.
No.
Neat.
Concerning.
He's rolling a D100 to find out what it is.
I have more refined methods than that. Give me a moment.
I'm just gonna like hold this and be like, guys, this is a very powerful item, and there's
I
something
want it.
inside. Rose,
Hell
you're
yeah.
So
asleep.
badly. I know, I'm asleep. I want it.
Yeah, no,
The only
thing-
thing I could think is either they trap someone who would be helpful against the cultist, or something that's very bad for both the cultist and us.
I have concerns, and I don't want to test it.
I hand it like I'm eager. If something's in there, I want to see what it is.
Now
This is
what?
this is
Um,
right.
it might not be something associated with the cult. This doesn't look. I mean, they collected shit from churches, from libraries, from vaults, from cathedrals. This is housing an Amnesu.
It said the creature is friendly to your companion for 1 hour.
For 1
So would you
hour.
to not kill us and find out what it is?
I don't want to open it.
How do you
Listen,
spell that? Oh no, never
we're
mind. I found it.
Omni.
if you don't want it. This
What
seems
the
super.
Is
fuck?
it Omni or
Amnizu.
okay?
Amnesu.
It's terrifying.
No, I'm scared.
Ew.
I mean, it's
The fuck
it's
is that?
Hell yeah.
No.
Right up my please hand it over.
No.
all right, Aerith. As you identify it and you call out, "What the fuck's an Amnesu?" I need you to give me an intelligence check. Same from
Shit.
Ken. I need you both to determine how much you actually know about this thing.
Oh, fuck.
It can be either intelligence or arcana, either one,
Arcana.
if it's better. Yeah. Okay.
It is.
So you've read about them. You pretty much know what's on the stat block. You don't know the details of their combat capabilities, but devil from the hells, probably not really that great. Seems to be more of a caster, magically potent creature than it is.
This creature should not be let out.
Alternatively, we let it
No.
out.
Kill it? Can we kill it?
Okay. I don't even know if it's even safe to fight it.
Well, here's the thing: it's friendly when we pull it out. So as long as within that hour, just tell it to hop back in, and it'll just hop back in. It's friendly.
Even if we try to
know
send
if
it
it
back
works that way,
in,
I
but
don't know if that's how that works.
it's
I don't
already
know.
been in
I'm
the
friendly
flask.
towards you, and if you told me to trap myself in a bottle, you might have to be pretty damn persuasive.
Yeah. And the only person who can probably beat that persuasion is sleeping upstairs.
give it to me.
No.
I'm not gonna.
Give it to me.
No.
That is frightening. Do not give it to her.
Yeah, please.
No. Ken,
What-
put it in the bag of holding.
Do not
And
give the
never-
currently mentally unstable person that. Let's just say that.
And never let it out until we actually need to.
Rose. Eidos is gonna put his foot down right here. This is something cool that I want, and I know Rose will want it.
Eidos, no.
Take
It's
it,
not
fucking-
safe.
Nothing we do is safe. That thing is cool as shit, bro.
Okay.
I just
How about
realized I
this?
just handed you guys the magic lamp at the beginning of Final Fantasy VIII and then sent you out into the world.
I know.
Like,
Hell
you're of course
yeah.
going to summon
Fuck
Diabolus
yeah.
and get your ass beat by him. You have to.
Okay,
'Cause look-
Eidos, promise me that you will not let it out unless we actually have to let it out.
Okay,
Like-
I can make that promise.
Please. Please don't let it out unless we actually need it.
This is
Like,
stupid.
okay, for the fucking professor who did the shit to the children. How about that? Save it for his ass.
You put him in a bottle, hell yeah.
It's just, this thing is way too dangerous to just open this bottle and let it out, alright?
We just kill it.
I just warily, with my hand shaking, hand it over to Eidos.
Listen, don't even worry, dog. Cause see, I've already got a contingency plan. Because the next time we banishment, and we could just go to one of their bases, pop this bad boy out. I could banish him real quick, and then we can just leave. And then when it comes back, he's their problem. Easy, problem solved.
Oh my god.
Well, to be fair, it's an
I
infernal
love it
creature.
and I hate it simultaneously.
It's an infernal creature, and it won't return automatically back to the material.
If you drop your concentration, it will though.
Yeah.
We got 1 minute, so once we do it, we just roll out. And then it's his
I
problem.
have
Huh?
concerns.
And
Nah,
we
don't worry
don't
about it.
think the creature will come and hunt us down or anything like that. No
No.
concern
might-
whatsoever about that.
It could,
Oh,
but
it could.
that- that's a bridge. You just have had it in the back pocket, in case of emergency. Break Flask, and there we go.
I mean, if nothing else, you guys have a
Concerns.
nuclear bomb that you can now
Yeah.
just throw.
Thank you, Cade.
I'm not here, but I
Thank
have a
you,
question.
random item table. Yeah.
Wait, if you
Uh,
break the flask, it's like a bomb?
No.
I mean, it has a stopper,
No.
but like letting the creature out is like setting
Oh,
off a
okay.
nuke.
Yeah.
Does it
I
have?
thought you were saying, oh yeah, if you break it, it's just gonna explode. I'm like, what?
No, basically
have
the
a size limit.
contents. It's one creature.
Yeah,
I know,
just one.
but no size limit.
Theoretically, no, which means yes, you could use it for what you're thinking. Probably. Maybe. There's a save. Let
I'm
me-
sure it'll be fine.
Don't tell me you
So
want to trap
that's going to
yourself in it.
require
No.
burning a lot of legendary resistances.
Alternatively, if we empty
No.
this, Fred could just hop in there and we could surprise people with Fred.
I mean, technically, yes, it would be a
Yeah.
perfect item for Fred.
That is awesome.
So whenever we finally get around to just nuking something and letting this bad boy out, we also have a carrying case for Fred when we can get him in normally.
Hell
Just
yeah.
having a discussion with an evil villain, like, oh yeah, we have a giant crocodile. I'm like, wait, what? I don't see a giant. Boom, pops out of a bottle.
Is that a giant crocodile in your pants? Or are you just happy to see me?
Oh.
Hey.
It's a giant crocodile.
It's a giant crocodile. So Iron Flask is with the Eidos. Let's see. You, in addition, find 2 spell scrolls. You find a You find a scroll of Summon Greater Demon. These hordes have been very demon and devilly.
Apparently.
I know, right? As well as a spell scroll of Greater Invisibility.
Summon Greater Demon. Keep that up. And Greater Invisibility.
Mhm. But most of the time that you spend is literally just moving chunks of gold. The gold is heavy. It's dense, and digging through it in a way to find things.
So
It does. It still takes time.
It
So I'd say
I
that
know it helps a little bit.
you guys find something every 30 to 45 minutes, but about 3-4 hours pass as you're doing this digging. Robert, you can I'll also say you. I mean, you can obviously fill your pockets with yeah, I'll do that. I'm
You
going
know what?
to hold on 1 second. I'm finishing that thought. You can fill your pockets with gold. I think it's like 3,000 or something that you could probably hold with your strength. And then the great sword, because that's what came up on the random table, but for you guys it's not as relevant. It's actually a halberd.
Hell yeah. That Flask says it obeys your commands. So
Mhm.
anything that comes out of that, we could just tell it to go back in it. It doesn't have a choice.
Friendly to you and your
It's all-
companions for 1 hour. If you give no commands or
feel
give
like
it a
it-
command that is likely to result in its death, it defends itself but otherwise takes no action.
That's the wrong button.
At the end of the duration, the creature acts in accordance with its normal disposition and alignment.
Yeah.
So that
I
first
mean,
hour obeys your commands. So
Yeah.
as long if you can just pop him out and within that hour, all right, hop back in, and then he doesn't even have to make the save since he's friendly and has to obey. He'll just hop back in, and we can repeat.
It doesn't say they can choose to fail the save.
It just says that they need to make a save.
It just says that they need to make it.
Yeah. So either
Yeah,
way, you
but-
still need to make it, and then if it
And
makes
since
it, it
he's
doesn't go
already
back
been
in.
the flask, he's currently in the flask. If we set him out and try to get him back in, he gets advantage on that save.
You can always choose to fail a save if you just want to let it happen, right? Why, if he's friendly and we tell him, "Hey, just hop back in," he can just choose to fail the save as long as we do it
I
with.
feel like that's a
Let's check
GM
back
decision.
exchange.
Your call, Cade.
I'm
It
reading.
seems a little broken.
Yeah, I'm reading other discussions. I want to have other DM opinions. So let's see.
Because, like, then, yeah, there's no, like, limit on the amount you can just pop them in and out, and that seems a little broken. Especially if it doesn't actually want to be in there.
You know, that's why a lot of stuff gets ruled a bunch of different ways. This exact
Yeah.
scenario.
I mean, okay, so the let me see. Is there sage advice on this?
It's no big deal if it doesn't work, but that just
So
seems like a hilarious loophole that I don't
it
think they
is.
account for.
It is. It is a very big loophole. The most of the DMs that I'm seeing discussing it are saying no, in that the only way to get into the flask is to have the flask used on you. There's no voluntary way to go into it. In addition, you can continue to keep trying. So if you let it out and talk with it for an hour, the hour passes, it attacks you. Very first round, you can try to trap it again. It can succeed the save, but then you can try again the very next round and just keep trying to put it back in the bottle.
In the fucking bottle.
Get in the bottle!
We let
It
him out in a
also,
fight.
yeah, it also only works on creatures from another plane, so it wouldn't work on Fred, unfortunately. As much as I want it to do that, and we need to figure out some, you know,
I mean,
rate.
that means
What was the?
my
He was
access
on
to work.
his celestial form.
Yeah, but that was Aureus's thing.
Yeah,
He doesn't have a celestial form anymore.
Nope.
it's just a giant crocodile. Very
Just
smart.
friend.
We're gonna
No.
find something to use this for. It's gonna happen.
It's okay, I have ideas, you just have to give it to me.
No.
Hey.
Hey, I mean, I'm willing to trade. I got it. I got it. I know me or you would definitely want to use it. That's why I didn't want to let Eric throw it in the bag of holding where we would.
I definitely don't have anything that you want from me.
Mask.
I
Hey,
want that, man. I don't know.
it,
I don't have the only reason. Like, if this had taken attunement, I wouldn't have even wanted it. But it doesn't say anything about needing attunement.
It's just an
The
item.
flask.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Yeah, it's just an item.
All attuned up. That's the only reason I wanted it. So like that mask wouldn't.
please. I've got not the mask. I'm not talking about the mask.
Oh no, I'm just saying. He said the mask. No, I don't want the mask.
Yeah. But
Roses don't
crazies.
really take advantage of the mask. I mean, I
Yeah,
could
you can't.
because I have high charisma, but I don't really I don't need my AC up like that.
And it only works if you don't wear armor.
That's also true. I do wear armor.
Yeah.
If we had a monk, I guess they could use it if they were charismatic. I mean, we got it. One of us it for sure. Like, I just know me or you would definitely want it. And it was too dope to sit here and just lock it. Everybody's afraid of what might.
Right?
I appreciate that. I like that you now carrying greater devil at your hip.
So,
Hell yeah.
okay, so we have a
Definitely
ring
not
of
bad.
spell storing with magic mouth already inside.
Mhm.
A cape of Montebank.
Oh, we're gonna go. No, we can't
Montebank.
go through the whole list. Do you want me to send you a screenshot of the whole list?
Too many.
No,
Not enough time.
I have what was given to me from last session, and I have like the windows open right now.
Yeah, because you found 12 of the magic items in there already, and then one of the magic rings. The rings are a lot harder to find because they're small.
7, 8, 9, 10.
I think we found
12,
two because
13.
Robert found one.
There's
Or no, that was the one that you're talking. Never mind.
the spell storing
Yeah,
was
yeah.
what Robert found. Ring of
Yeah.
Invisibility was what one of the kobolds found last session.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, that one.
We
Didn't
have
what you or Rose want the Cape of the Mont back? Wasn't that one of y'all?
that was either Rose or I, but we're gonna decide after I do my
The
thing
problem
when we get back to town.
is that we're both. The problem is that we're both already wearing capes.
What does
Just wear
it
two.
do?
Oh, shoulder.
It
It
so
lets you use Dimension Door.
Yeah, once
Ooh.
once per day.
per day.
You can-
Dimension Door lets you teleport anywhere you've seen, correct? Or
Yeah,
is it within
Eidos
like a
has been
range?
using it for like
Somewhere
a
within
piece.
100 and
No,
No,
it's
no,
500 feet.
500 feet.
500 feet. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I have is a Cloak of Protection.
And Rose has the Darian
The
cloak.
myriad cloak, yeah.
Can you use it as an action then? Or you can
It's
just
a
do it whenever?
bonus action.
It's a bonus action.
It's just like casting the spell.
Mhm.
You just do it once a day using the cloak.
So, and it doesn't require attunement. It's like the Iron Flask is an item.
That's why we definitely need somebody to get it, just so it's not going to waste.
Yeah. I
I'm
just
also
can't
wearing
wear
a
it.
cloak of displacement, so I can't wear
Right?
it.
Most of us are already wearing cloaks is the
I
problem.
mean, I can remove my cloak because it's just increasing my AC by 1.
It's up to you.
So
Yeah, I mean, if you're an AC and you want Dimension Door, feel free. I could tell you from experience, it's pretty dope to just be able to boop on out of here.
So are we
Yeah.
good with me getting the cape then? And just me
Sure.
removing my Cloak of Protection and selling it?
Go ahead.
Oh man.
Okay then.
Trying to get everybody armed up, so it's perfect. If somebody can use it. It needs to go to someone.
So Cloak
Can
of
you
Protection
teleport-
also requires attunement, doesn't it?
Which,
It does.
Cloak
So
of
that's
Protection with
one
attunement, yep.
attuned item off me.
yeah, so now you're free a
Nice.
slot.
So
You could
I
take
have
the ring.
I could. I have the Gauntlets of Ogre Power. I have That's my only attuned item.
No, your tattoo.
Oh, my tattoo,
tattoo.
that's right.
Yeah.
So I have
Yeah, you-
I have one free slot.
Yeah, you can
Yep.
grab that spell storing ring or that invisibility one.
Yeah.
I feel like the invisibility one would be better with someone else. I'll definitely take the spell storing ring, and like if I attune to it, I can put spells into it, but I can give it to another creature to use, right?
No, only the attuned person
Um,
can use it. You can put it in there if somebody else has attuned it, and then the other person can use your spells. But if you're the
Yeah.
one attuned, like only you can use whatever's in it.
Right, exactly. The attuned person is the user. Anyone can load spells into it. Any caster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like
Well-
other way around.
I mean,
Conversation either.
it would be
Stairs are-
useful if I do end up running out of spells.
I could also put stuff in it for you to use from like my spell list.
That's true.
Yeah, while they're having that conversation, Ida's is going to run upstairs and wake up Rose since we're kind of divvying up stuff real. That way they're not getting out of
Right?
it. Hopefully they've got enough sleep, but
Rose
seems kind of-
has the Tome of Leadership and Influence that increases charisma.
Eodos, roll me
Yeah.
a perception check as you crest the top of the stairs, please. Okay, yeah, it's pretty easy to see. As you crest the top of the stairs, you can faintly hear off to the right, combat? Steel on steel? What?
Mm.
The doors fly open. Emmeline comes out, slightly bloodied, a little battered. They're in. They came through the portal. Get everyone, we need help.
all right. Well, you're going to immediately yell down, "Get up here, guys!"
Okay.
Now's not the time.
Everyone is very far away. Eodos, you're going to be the first into this fray. Let me get. I'm going
Do
to say
I
it's
wake
probably.
up?
Yeah, I'll
throw
say Rose.
so that my voice is louder, just so they can hear me.
Hell yeah, that definitely explains a lot of the problems because this combat may have been going on for a little bit. You guys couldn't hear it down there.
Oops.
Alright, you don't need that. I'm just getting the layer all set up. You still have your cat, right?
Yes, I still have my cat. Or technically, my manifested mind. I'm
Yeah,
just
your book.
I'm claiming it as a cat. It makes things easier.
Okay.
Would the kobolds have
so
alerted us? Would they have like run
They-
down and told us?
they were on their way. There were kobolds heading towards Eodos as he came up. They literally, it's been like 2 rounds. It's only been like 12 seconds that this has been going on. But they teleported in. Emmeline had Orvustia and Fred guarding the door, and they are now in combat with what seems to be a couple of them at least. Okay, so
Cult members.
hey, you guys left the door open.
Wait, so is there actually a way to like lock the teleportation circle then?
Not
Nope.
really. Besides destroying it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, everyone,
Wait.
roll me initiative.
Could we put like a block on top of it so if they teleport, they get teleported into
I don't know if that's how it works. Why did my full screen disappear?
Where am
Yeah.
I? There we
You
go.
guys, it's gonna
Like-
take
You're right
2
here.
rounds
Initiative.
for you
Yeah.
guys to get up the stairs. Eodos, you are where you are. Rose, you
No,
are where
it's
you
a
are.
nat 20 on the dice roll. God damn it!
What is wrong with your dice?
It's rolls 20s having issues.
20 is having issues.
It said it on that front page that this was gonna. I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. But
Oh yeah.
I mean, 18's not bad, but that nat 20 would have been nice.
no, already.
Ooh, that's not great.
Yeah, it's saying I'm on 13 in the turn order, but I rolled a 15.
Yeah, I don't think you cleared the turn order, Cade.
This is the old turn. This is from that fight
That's
earlier.
old.
Oh shit. Okay.
There's in it
I'm there
twice.
twice.
Yeah.
It doubled everyone.
Yeah. What was yours for this one, Rose?
22.
It's 22, so clear that. And no, wait,
the Shield Guardian would have been the
got-
first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
At least I get to go before Aurora.
Shut up.
And that was actually 4.
It's going before me. My dex is not that high.
Okay, so I don't see Ken's, but that's cool. I get that. That's your cat. And initiative,
Oh
you
wait, would
have
I have
2.
removed the attunement from Cloak of Protection? Like I'm able to drop that
mean-
like instantly, right?
Yeah, that drops instantly. Did you drop that and start tuning immediately when
The
I
cape,
thought
the
Eodos
cape
was
doesn't
heading upstairs?
the cape doesn't require attunement.
Not the
then
cape,
yeah.
but
Okay.
the ring. You
I
probably
didn't-
wouldn't
I
be attuned
didn't-
to the ring yet.
No, I wouldn't
But-
be attuned to the ring.
Yeah, but you dropped your other one and have the.
So I'm down 1 point of AC, which is fine.
Oh no.
I'm going to roll their initiatives, but for the NPC combat, it's going to be very fluid because I'm
You
trying
mean
not to.
simple?
Yeah, it's not going to be like, oh, Emily's going to cast this, and all these things have these saves, and this, that, and the other thing. It's no, I'm just gonna this is how the turn for them went. Boom.
Yeah, we're gonna have to break that fucking magic circle. We're not gonna be able to just freely teleport here.
Somebody on guard. I don't know. So yeah, it's Rose. You'll be the first one to act as the bellowing sound of Eodos's voice rouse you from your slumber. You find yourself awakened in the kitchen. Kobolds running, crazy, screaming in terror, but that's nothing new. What would you like to do?
Rose, their eyes just like snap open and they like look around frantically, like sweating a little bit, and then kind of try to climb to their feet. Half my movement to get up. Oh boy.
Would the exhaustion be gone because we shifted
Nope.
through? Like we had the conversation and we went through the treasury. Like
That was
quite a
definitely
while.
not a full
I know.
long rest.
Okay.
You firsthand. Short rests don't count.
Well, I wasn't sure how much time had passed.
Definitely not 8 hours.
Right. Alright, I think that's about as far as I can get with my action to dash.
Yeah, I'll say if you want to dash just for the narrative sake of it, you could get to the door, and that way you can at least see what's going on, and you can see Emmeline off to the side. And she's panting heavily. It looks like she's been fighting for probably about a minute now, and you can see a few scrapes. She's got like a cut along one of her shoulders where it looks like an arrow might have zoomed past and nicked her.
Alright, Rose will burst like through the door and look over the side. Just
What the fuck did I just say?
Robustia needs help, and she just thumbs over her shoulder towards the door and turns around.
That's all I can do.
Well, you're not actually right there, Robert. It's going to take you 2 rounds to get up here, but everyone is running up here, right?
Yeah.
Like immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Because
right.
you guys were still down at the horde where Eodos had left you.
Are there any kobolds around?
Sure. Probably a couple.
Can I yell at them to get some ranged weapons and to follow me?
Sure. Yeah. Roll me persuasion.
Oh, that's not gonna go quite as well, but
Nat 20.
persuasion.
Persuasion.
I got
Nice.
a 2.
All right. You see
Yeah,
a few of them look at each other,
build
and
friendship with them.
yeah, and as they run down, you see a familiar face go, "No, we have to help!" And he takes out his sling. "I'm with you, Robert." And runs up behind you. Him and his 4 buddies are going to join you.
Aw.
Yeah.
So you have 5 kobolds in tow. Ken, as you're heading up the stairs, is there anything you're doing in preparation? You're using your action to dash, or you can lag behind a little bit to use an action, where you can say something.
I'm gonna armor up. While I'm not like full sprinting, but I'm a prep my gear and then have Race Fogger armor up.
So you get your armor on, start heading towards the door, or heading towards the
Yeah.
stairs. All right. As that happens, okay. Yeah, that needs to. Oh boy. Neat. Cool. Okay. Eidos and Rose, as Rose, as you're running out the door, you look over, Orvustia needs help, and she thumbs over her shoulder, and as she turns around to look at it, you see the hallway behind her just explode in fire as a fireball detonates right around here towards the corner, seemingly further in, as though they're trying to avoid hitting their own friends. I need to roll.
This is the 3rd time Fred's been blown up.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, this is real.
Right, this is real Fred. He don't come back.
Yeah, this is real bad.
Or he's
Yeah.
so annoyed in heaven. He's like, "Stop blowing Fred up!"
Stop killing my boy. All right, yeah. As the smoke of it clears, you can see Fred. He's still standing there. There's like sizzling coming off of his scales. There's some burn marks along him. Orvustia is on the ground. It's the mage's turn. Eidos, it's your turn.
All right. I can get right there with 30.
Okay.
I guess because we heard him say she said they used the portal, right?
Yeah, they came in through the teleport portal.
Okay, I'm just gonna dimension door into the portal room
Okay. As you enter the room,
as I can get wherever I don't see it.
Yeah, you just sort of like teleport into the room as you obviously can't see in there, and as you do, you appear in front of 3 other humanoids.
Oh my god.
One of them who's got a wand out and looks over and kind of like staggers back. Another one carrying a great sword, and another one carrying a sword and shield are all like they've noticed you.
No.
Ah, shit.
That's gonna be the shield guardian.
Oh, no. That's just action.
Oh, that's just your bonus action. Yeah, you're right.
No, that's just
Sorry.
one action, but I got extra attack.
Oh yes. You're right.
I was gonna try to bust up that circle so no more could come in, but I guess now I'm swinging on whoever this is right now.
Okay.
You got people to deal with.
You got one person just right next to you, off to your left. The wizard is about 8 feet away from you and just finished casting the spell, and then the person with the large greatsword is about 12 feet off to your right.
Okay, who is this? Whoever this is.
That guy. Go
12?
for it.
Or-
He is carrying a long sword and a shield.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put my Hexblade Curse on him with my bonus action,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna swing on him or attempt
Got
to.
Yep, 22 hits. All right, 21 damage. Okay, yeah. So it was just the one attack this time, right?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Cool. Yeah, so you appear, and as he's kind of he didn't even really, he wasn't really battle ready. He was watching the construct fighting giant Fred from outside the door, while the archer was kind of like assisting with keeping Emmeline and Ravasha at bay. And you just appear right next to him, and he's startled. And as he goes to raise his shield and go into his defensive stance, you are already mid-attack and just cleave across his chest, cutting this gash through his armor. It's pretty decent. This thing's then gonna smash on actual Fred. Aerith, anything you're doing while you run up the stairs?
Action dashing.
Okay. Running. It's the veteran's turn. He now has a friend to hit. Wow, this is amazing. Is it 18 and an 11? I don't think either
Neither.
of those hit.
Neither
He
hit.
swings out and dodge. Can't land anything. Fred attacks back at Construct, taking a bite, like denting into its arm and tearing away a piece of its metal. Orvustra rolls a death save.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
Okay. Emmeline turns. Let's see, what does she have for support?
God.
Neat. Not a lot. She's not much of a supporty caster. She's just gonna cast magic missile on the construct, just whittling away its health, dealing as much as she can. Archer is then going to shoot Fred, and then Rose, it's your turn.
I'm gonna keep running.
All right. Sorry, everyone's so funny. It's the only thing that narratively would make sense. Like,
I'm glad I went up to get Rose, otherwise our boys might be in really worse shape.
yeah, they were going to take more damage. They already took damage in the time Emmeline had to escape. It was going to be a lot closer.
All right, can I? I think this is about as far as I can get. Can I at least like get in front of Emmeline?
Yeah, you can slide just into a defensive posture.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Robert, you
And
continue.
just bonus action. I'll bardic inspiration on her.
Any specific way you cast your bardic inspiration?
Just grab her by the shoulders, just be careful.
Always am. All right. Robert, at the end of your turn, you reach right about here. You have 5 kobolds in tow behind you, but that is your turn. Actually, no, I have
Are
kobold
there
tokens
any
ready.
other kobolds I see?
Sure. Roll me a
Yes.
persuasion. Let's see how many you can bring to this cause. Okay. 2 more who were kind of running away in fear look over and hear you, and they look and they see Kot and his friends with their slings drawn and their really, really ramshackle short bows and their tiny little daggers, and they go, "If they can fight, we can fight!" And you now have 7.
Yes. My
Here's the
army
essential.
assembles.
Oh my god.
Please don't let all the kobolds die. They're too
Right.
adorable.
No. They stay in the back. They are only. I will not let them fight on the front lines.
Okay, that's fair. Ken, you continue to dash up. You get to about there at the end of your turn. Is there anything you wanted to do on your turn as you made your final preparations up the stairs?
Little kobolds all in one.
Dashing.
Hmm?
I'm a dash.
All right.
We're at 30 feet already.
Well, no. That was 60 feet with the dash. So that was as though you dashed up the stairs. Because you guys
Okay,
were down
gotcha.
at the horde, so you had to cover quite a bit of distance. It was easily 120 feet.
Okay.
I just didn't know if there was anything narratively or bonus action you wanted to do. Mage, now that Eodos is here, to fuck! Throw their hand in the air and they disappear. And that is their turn.
You just hear the faint echo of Aerith just yelling, "Pussy!"
Don't tell me you wouldn't use it if you had it.
Well,
it's your
technically, I
turn.
do have it.
I think you have invisibility, sir.
No, I have a
What?
spell scroll of greater invisibility.
You have
Oh, you
one
do.
spell scroll
You
if you
do.
choose to
One
use
spell
it.
scroll, but I don't have the spell slots to actually add it to my spellbook yet. So
That's fair.
So here, since this was not what he was expecting, he was just gonna, bust up the circle. But now there's people. He's gonna touch himself on the chest and darkness, since nobody's around to get fucked up by it.
All right. You cast darkness on yourself.
Man, I'm gonna use my only attack. Hopefully, can this guy see?
No, you have advantage. Caught the archer too.
oh my god.
Hell yeah.
16 does not hit though. As
If it's a 19, if I use 3 charges, does that hit?
just barely.
Hell yeah.
Just hits. As you swing, you feel the
Oh,
sword
God.
twist and shape in your grasp, this rippling of the feathers along the edge, and they twist around the shield that was just coincidentally raising in the correct position, carving into his. Let's see, how much damage is that? 35. Oh, so close. Carving into his clavicle. You feel it click through bone and hear this scream of absolute pain.
All right, now me. So bonus, I guess I'll just activate my tattoo. I don't really have anything else I can use as a bonus.
Okay. It's getting everything going. All right.
Mhm.
This
I want-
one.
Here, I don't want them to get out there if people are already hurt.
Yeah, I feel it. This one's gonna make his fist attacks on Fred.
Don't fist Fred.
Okay. All right. He slams down once, and Fred rears back and roars, and he slams down again. Fred's still up, but you can see blood starting to trickle out of the corners of his jaw, where maybe the teeth bit into something. It's starting to look a little messed up.
I swear to God, if Fred dies, Orish is coming down to heaven to whoop ass.
Aerith, you dash up the stairs. Anything else you want to do? Since you dashed
No,
the first time,
I'm
right there, you
still like this is my
still moving.
max length or movement with dash, right?
Yeah, that's as far as you can get with dashing.
That's not your max length. It's just a little cold out.
He was in the swimming pool. Right, so with
no, that's the end.
okay. With disadvantage in the shadows as he swings wildly in the last place he saw you. 19?
Nope. 20.
Nope. 20. You parry it out of the way with the Fate Render. The second attack just goes completely wide and misses. Fred deals a little bit more damage to Construct. He's really focusing on trying to tear off one of the arms, so it's starting to look pretty messed up. Okay. Let's see. Emmeline's going to turn to you. Do you have anything that can get or bust you up off the ground?
How much of a healer? Uh-uh.
Uh-uh.
I don't believe in potions.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That Rose, even if they did, you took Rose.
I did, yes, because it was useless on her.
She's going to go, fuck, I can't risk a fireball. And she's going to gather all of this energy together and shoot off 5 magic missiles. She's going to cast it at level 3, dealing a little bit more damage.
Yeah.
All right. Archer is going to continue. You see another arrow into the side of Fred. The second arrow flies wide as she missed. Rose, it's your turn.
5,
She
10,
would have stepped out of the
20,
shadows because it was right there.
30. Can I, from this vantage, can I see, past the corner of the wall?
What's the hold on one second.
Is the door open? I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
it
Emily
was.
just came out of it, so that one's open. I don't know about this one, if that one's open.
I was asking if the one because I just teleported in. I didn't think about opening it.
Yeah, but they were coming out, so I don't know.
what you can see is a bubble of darkness coming out of the door. There's just sort of like a rounded wall of shadows coming through the
Okay.
door.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'm gonna reach out towards the bubble of darkness and cast silence in the same area.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. So, as you're fighting in this pool of inky starlight that you're used to being able to fight in, you see perfectly fine in it. All of a sudden, sound's gone. It's perfectly
It just
silent. All right. So that was centered on the circle, and that's 20
Yeah.
feet, right?
Yep. To double up, like me and Eodos used to do when we were pranking.
Seriously. Put this one here so I can see it. Boom.
Prank
Okay.
was on me.
It was on a couple people, not just
Just-
you.
Robert, what's his name? Robert's got his blind fighting. We could do this more often.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only see
and
within 10
then-
feet. So,
Which is
I
10
mean, it's
more
better
feet than everybody else.
5 more feet than you need.
Right.
Yeah.
fair enough.
And then I will also bardic inspiration. Then 60. Yeah. To Orvestia. I don't know if that will help with the death saves or not, but
It's a D8, right?
yep.
Yeah. Well, it's a saving throw. Anything else?
That's what I
affects saving
figured.
throws? Yeah. Cool. All right. Gotcha.
And just yells out, "Just don't die!"
There's this faint ringing echo to these 2 words that keep coming out of Rose's mouth.
Right.
All right. Robert,
All
it
right.
is your turn.
I'm going to dash. And then, are there any more kobolds?
At this point, no. Most of them have either fled and are hiding or are following you in like a
Alright.
flying V format.
All right.
Hell yeah.
They watched a lot of Mighty Ducks as kids.
All right. Once I get to here, I'm going to yell at the kobolds to make sure they stay in the back lines. I don't want them being in front lines where they can get hurt.
Right. As you send the order, you hear, Zux, Hut, Den, stay to my left. Evie, Rilto, Ukte, over here to my right. No one goes past this door. And Caught with his sling just starts spinning it.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oopsie.
UKTE is his name. Ukte.
Ukte.
Okay.
Sadly, that is all I can do.
Okay. They. God asks, is the crocodile an enemy?
He is a friendly.
Please don't let him die.
A crocodile is a friend. Next, I mean, their turn happens directly after yours because they're kind of with you. So they hold position, and if any hostiles come into range, they're going to release their slings. But their range is 60 feet.
Nice.
Ken, is your turn.
We're still running.
Okay. Well, you have your token now. You can. You're right there.
Okay.
So that'd be 20. That's 30, or if you dashed.
Fall in formation with the kobolds, dude.
Yeah, I could say you could get right. You could get right here in the back of the flying V with the kobolds.
Hell yeah.
As you all come off the stairs, the kobolds fan out. Ken falls in line behind them. You all start making progress. Yeah, no hostiles you can see. Any bonus action you want to do?
I got one, and I got an idea for one, but let me double check to make sure I can activate it on a bonus action. Transforming uses a full action, correct?
It's one of the attack actions. It's the action like thing, it's not the full.
Haven't used it in a while. I'm kind of feeling a little battle hungry, so I just like retract my helmet and just like yell like in a Super Saiyan, like pretty much going Super Saiyan, and I'll transform. I'll use the Dragon Trigger.
Okay. All right. So Ken's full transformation comes online. Mage's turn. Go over there. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, he can't, but he doesn't care. Okay. Eidos, give me a Constitution saving throw as a torrent of icy cold wind forms off to the left of your periphery, behind where the veteran stands.
Is he
It
out of the
washes.
silence bubble too?
He's outside the silence bubble.
Okay,
Yes, it's
cool.
a 60-foot cone. He was outside it when you cast it. He's just invisible.
Okay. Yeah, I was hoping.
Yeah, I know. It was good. It was a good play. All right. Still doesn't save. Okay.
Don't forget cold resistance because
I
we
know.
changed it, unfortunately. So
He doesn't know that, but I know that. So as the wintry burst of snow and cold washes over you and the veteran in front of you, the guy with the great sword was kept out of the. Which why hasn't he gone yet? Oh, you kidding me?
that guy.
Yeah, I
Did
never
you
rolled
not
him
roll
into.
for
I didn't roll him into initiative. Oops.
Thought he was like waiting or something.
No,
He's just
no,
observing. He's like,
Yeah.
yes, this is how they fight.
Yeah, no, he's gonna go
Except
after.
you can't see because it's dark.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. That's
Quiet.
He's just oops. He's gonna go right then. Okay. Oops. I was like, why isn't he gone yet? But the cone missed him. You take 9 points of cold damage, and in front of you is an icicle that used to be the veteran.
Get fucked.
So he could not survive that. He's just like frozen with this kind of like confused look, like he's looking over his shoulder, and he's just a frozen statue in front of you right now.
If we have him hexblade, it just undid the damage that dude did with the ice. Cool, works out.
That's right, because he dies and
Yep.
Champion's next. Feeling a bit grumpy about being forgotten, he's going to yeah. He's just gonna step up and he's just gonna with disadvantage try to hit you. That is a 12 and a 16 that does not hit. He swings twice. Can't make the attack land. Eidos, it's your turn.
I mean, it's silent, but if it wasn't, you would just hear a tut tut, and then he's swinging off.
Woo.
Don't even hear that. He just suddenly gets stabbed with something.
24 hits, both
Hell
times.
Oh my god.
And is your hex moved? That's a bonus action, right?
No, that's ignore the hex.
Okay, ignore the hex.
You don't get to do that as a what you call it until way later. It's done.
Yeah, unless you're a hexblade.
No, I am a hexblade.
Or not the other one.
This is the hexblade. This isn't regular hex.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The other hex, actual hex.
Yeah. Through the shadows, you swing twice, finding clear openings in his guard as he is unable to see, so he can't really stand a good guard. 57 points of damage.
And you just fuck with him. Just circle around. Since it's quiet, he can't even hear me walking around him.
Nope. He's just there's just nothing. Okay. Guardian is next. Okay, having no one else really to go after. I mean, these two massive creatures have just been wailing on each other.
Fight.
Godzilla.
All right, Fred takes another 23 points of damage.
Oh, Fred, no.
He's starting to look pretty messed up, and he's roaring back. But so is the construct. The construct's also showing a lot of signs of damage. So you never know.
Kaiju
Barrett.
battle.
Dash. And do I see the construct? I don't.
From there, probably not.
Unless she needed to roll another death save it. No, she did right before we did the mage's turn, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate the cape and cast Dimension Door. And I'll teleport to there. And that's my turn.
Okay. Gotcha.
Just
Mage back.
imagine, all right. If
What?
if you're a fighter, you could Dimension Door and Misty Step in the same turn just to fuck with someone.
Exactly. But I'm not a fighter yet, so.
2 steps.
Who is this
Rose
person
as
again?
that's the
One of the
paladin.
Avengers.
That's one of the guards that was the one that was actually with Aureus. The one that he talked to, and she ended up taking orders and becoming a paladin.
He became
'Cause
a
he tried-
pal.
Yeah. She carries a large shield and fights with a mace and holy symbol.
Oh, now I'm sad. Orius was crying.
You got impacts across the world, dude.
Yeah.
And now he's dead.
You know.
And he's left a lot of
Sometimes.
behind.
Yeah.
No, I just find it funny.
Okay, so what do you do, Rose, as Aerith pops out of this like shadowy burst of magic that you've never seen him do before? You've seen Eidos do it.
Kind of gives him a concerned look, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Fred. Also, don't die.
I'm trying, Rose, but this thing, it sucks.
Okay. So Rose will like do their spell, and then they have like a handful of glitter and they chuck it, and as they do, it kind of turns black, and then like instead of filling the air with glitter for usual, it will like turn and attach itself to, or try to attach itself to these two, and I'll cast Bane.
Ooh, okay. On these two?
Yeah, the two I can see here.
Yeah. Charisma saves. The shield guardian's not gonna do it. He has a -4.
Hell yeah. He could do it. It's only a 19.
Yeah, neither of them save. So both are currently afflicted by Bane.
Sweet. The third bardic inspiration to Fred.
Okay. Fred has the bardic inspiration.
And that's it.
All right. You let's see. So as you step into view, the archer is going to step forward next to the arcane construct and out of the bubble of silence, and then draw her bow back and make 2 shots against you, Rose.
With a negative D4.
Bane.
With a negative D4. The first attack is a 15 that doesn't hit. The second attack is a natural 20. With a 24.
Nope.
It's a natural 20. It's still a natural 20.
Still a nat 20.
Does
so
it
it's still
still
hit.
though?
It's still
Yeah.
you can hit a Tarask with a -4 if you natural 20.
Alright.
I know.
That
It's the
was
rules.
like the last week. I couldn't remember if it was the combat nat 20s and nat 1s that always did it. I thought it was skill checks outside. It's the other way around.
Yeah. Okay. So,
As she steps into range, she pulls her bow back, and these black spots coalesce around her face. She shakes her head and releases the arrow. The arrow goes wide. She pulls the bow back again and releases the arrow. This time it sinks right into your chest. Stopping by the magical force of the tattoo, it halts the shaft of the arrow, but you take 23 points of damage as she hit a deadeye.
Eesh.
Just
Somebody-
look up at her with the mask and just like stare.
That's not yours.
It
Is
is now, bitch.
the healer's kit, is that an action or a bonus action?
It would be an action.
Damn.
To stabilize someone on the floor. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Well, I can dash and then use my bonus action, correct?
Mhm.
Alright. Take the blunt end of my staff. Hold on. Where is it? There we go.
I think you can only do that when you make an actual attack, because it's kind of like with the momentum of the attack. I don't think you could just.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, it's the same way as like Iodos can do the extra attack when he crits because of Great Weapon Master.
It's probably like Shield Master as well, where I have to at least attack once before I can dash.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's when you attack. Okay, cool. All right, so that's your turn. You got
a
up
bright-
into combat.
Since you've got polearm and great weapon master, if you crit, you can replace that blunt attack with a regular attack instead. It's fucking dirty.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right. I do have to attack first.
Right.
Also,
So,
silence is down because I switched my concentration.
okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
For both doing it and telling me about it.
Where are the kobolds?
They are kind of like held up at the door. They're posted up there, kind of around Emmeline in a defensive posture,
Right,
but they're
good.
not going past the door.
Alright, that is good.
Let's see. Now that you all are here, she's been kind of like chomping to get over there. She is also going to make her way over to Orvustia. And then she's just going to kind of like fall down next to her and check her vitals. Ken, it's your turn. You can get through you basically can
I'm
step
fine,
over the
yeah.
kobold without.
Yeah, I'll fly in with my 30 feet.
Okay.
Let me zoom in so I can make sure I'm.
Too bad we don't have enlarge reduce. You can start chucking kobolds in them.
Actually, I'm a dash. So 35,
Yeah,
40,
you guys were all really far away. I'm sorry. I mean, like, I was like, Ken, give me an int check. Hey, look, the door's open. Maybe you'll destroy it. Nope. Con save.
For
Oh,
the
yes. Right. Yeah.
concentration, but I made it.
Yeah, you did. Okay. All right. So, Ken, you dash in. Don't need to do anything with her. Eidos, it's your turn.
All right, well, I'm just gonna keep swinging on old boy in front of me.
Go for it. Yeah, 22 hits. 11 does not. Okay. Still 33 points of damage.
All right, and I'm gonna move up about, let's say, right here.
Okay. Shadows move with you. Okay, champion's turn. I need to see.
If you know,
I know what he needs to do. That is a nat 20.
Oh no.
Hearing the steps step away from him back into the room towards the circle, but the sounds of combat beyond the door and the and the clang clangs.
I get a attack of opportunity because of my tattoo. Don't forget.
He doesn't know that though.
Yeah.
He thinks you're baiting him. So yeah, he's gonna move. So you can go ahead and take your attack. And as he
Ah.
takes a step, no, just through the space behind him, he steps out 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. He's going to get to here and he's going to take out his short bow and quickly knock an arrow and make a single attack against Emmeline. It's an 18 to hit. As she falls down onto like onto her knees next to Orvustia, she takes an arrow into the shoulder and it's sticking out of her shoulder blade in the back. like through her shoulder. She's looking a little messed up now, but that's his turn.
Well, someone's gonna die extra hard.
Fred is going to continue to wail on the construct. This time, getting its arm completely ripped off. It's now just going to smash him with its left hand. All right, Shield Guardian, left hand, feast. Both of those still hit. Fred doesn't have a really high AC. All right. So the first attack, Fred's one of his eyes closed, raises his hand and just does a haymaker on the top of his skull, and when his jaw hits the ground. He is just unconscious, but he is unconscious. That will be the Guardian's turn. Aerith!
I'm gonna move to here, and I'm gonna use my action to give the potion to the paladin.
Okay. Were you gonna do any type of checks first?
I probably should. I'll check for vitals.
Okay, give me a medicine check. Okay, you get your finger under the greave on her gauntlet, the plating, and you can feel a faint pulse. She is still alive.
Then I will use the potion, and it is a where did it go? I thought I
2d4
added...
plus 2?
Yeah. For some reason, it's not on my list.
Ooh.
But Rose had 2, right?
Yeah, I gave you 2 common healing potions.
Yeah, so I don't know
Are
why they're
those
not
the
in...
2 you gave to Robert in the earlier encounter?
I did.
Can I wait? Isn't handing an object an instant thing?
No, dropping, I think.
Yeah,
is,
you'd have
but...
to drop it and have them pick it up in that space.
So I don't have potions.
All right, well,
Healer kit.
you at least determined she's alive.
Right.
Okay. So she's alive, and I'm going to cast. Let's see. Let's do.
Dang it! Skipped over a turn because it was on the DM layer. We'll do it after yours. It's only 1 initiative count behind. There's just like 5 of you that happen at 4 and 5, so it's confusing.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I can't fireball. That's too dangerous.
Blow us all up.
Yeah.
Kill us all. Do it.
I'm just gonna fucking Scorching Ray at the archer.
Okay.
Let me find it on my list of attacks. Where is it? Here it is. 1, 2, and 3.
All right. Yes, all 3 of those hit.
Perfect. First one, second one, third one.
All right, 27 points of damage. Not bad. The 3 bolts of flame sear into her. Simultaneously, while you're doing that, Eodos, give me a dexterity saving throw, please. The entire room you're in is going to explode in a fireball because he saw his friend run out of the shadows. Oh, yeah. You of course roll. You take 16 points of fire damage as the fireball racks the room, but you dodge, taking half.
Well, I also have natural resistance, so I take half.
You take half of half.
Quarter.
8 fire damage!
Hey.
And you hear a, God damn it, what can I use to affect this motherfucker? All right, Rose.
My turn. Okay.
Wait, where is the wizard?
Somewhere in there. He's
What?
invisible, so I
He's
don't know.
invisible.
Oh.
He is invisible.
Yeah.
He is greatly invisible.
Nah.
I mean, if I'm within 10 feet of him, I could just see him.
You can, but you are not.
I know, it's saddening.
Saddening.
Alright, with 30 feet, can I get onto the other side of Orvestia?
Let me. I had to refresh.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of people in the way, but...
Yeah. just waiting for the map to reload, you know.
Yeah.
You get to there,
Right here?
right there,
Okay, perfect.
between the guardian and the archer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will Chakram summon the Shadow Blade version.
Okay.
And is it 3 or 4 charges to do it at 4th level?
3. No.
3. Okay.
Yeah. 3.
Okay. The 4th level Shadow Blade. Just get up in the archer's face and just like, you want to play? Let's play.
All right. Roll your attack.
God damn it. Alright, that is 3d8. Okay.
You get up to 7th level, that's 5d8. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that hits.
6. And that will be plus another d8.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Got it. 16 points of damage. Archer's looking a bit messed up. They're definitely not happy that you're up in their face. Yeah. Anything else you want to do? Any bonus?
I'll just look over at the other guy, just like, you're next.
She looks at you. Well, you can actually have him first. She's going to disengage from you.
Oh my god.
Get behind him.
Pulsei!
Fall back.
Bitch.
That is her action movement. Yeah, that's her turn. Robert.
Right,
Into
the
floor.
healer kid would use my
Your
action, correct?
action.
And it
But
would what you would know is that it would stabilize her.
Correct.
But
Say,
you know
Fred.
Well, he's only unconscious, so he should be stable.
He's still making saves, probably.
yeah, both Orvustia and Fred have been making death saves. And will
Oh.
continue to until they hit 3 of one kind or the other.
All right. If I toss the healer's kit to Emily, would that count as an action or no?
No, I'll let you do that if you want to.
All right, I want to
Give me
toss her the healer's kit.
Okay.
Sorry, what
Give
do
me
you
a
want me to roll?
dexterity check.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you toss it over to her. She catches it in the midair. Thank you, and starts taking out like the bandages and things to start treating the wounds and helping to staunch any possible injuries. She looks like she's pretty stable at the moment, but you know,
All
she's
right,
trying to
that
get
was a
rid of
nat 1 on the roll dice, by the way.
it. It wasn't on the chat. That's
Right?
what I go by.
That's the
Thank
only thing
God.
that matters.
Could I? Hold on. Is that moving through people slows your movement, right?
Yeah, but you could get. Let's see. So
How close to the archer could I get?
you can get right there. That's 25 feet. This would be 35, which I think you have 30-foot movement.
I have 30, so
Yeah,
I
so you can get right there next to the. Okay.
All right, and then this weird fighter guy. Where is my weapon? Here it is.
The 24 hits. The 16 does not. All right. Damn.
Were you using the superiority or not?
I was gonna hit him with the blunt end first.
Well, you gotta hit the superiority. You gotta make that
Yeah.
one attack.
No, I'm not gonna use my superiority dice right now because I don't think I rested, so I don't get any of them back right now from my last combat.
Not really, because you've been digging through treasure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So that
And the
8 on
15
the 8 is not
yeah,
there.
I
Then.
got it. 21 damage.
Oh,
All right.
gonna have to like toggle it off and on.
Yeah. All right. So action, bonus action. All right. Emmeline is going to use her. She's using her whole action to get The medical kit on Orvustia, fully stabilizing her. Ken, it's your turn.
So target Fred, target Emmeline, target Paladin Lady, and I'm using aid. Just go ahead and fix that real quick.
Use aid.
Yes.
Okay. So you cast your spell. They all gain 5 hit points. You see
Yeah.
Fred's eyes open, and he kind of like they flutter to consciousness. Same with Orvustia. She's like, oh, oh. And Emily's still just like, just lay there, They got this. Everything's fine. Fred's, ouch, fucking thing. You would still
Right?
have one of your attack actions and your bonus
I still need to move too.
and your movement. Yeah.
So 1, 5, 10, and then I'm going to fly up, like
Okay.
straight up,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to roar at the construct.
Okay. All right. How big of a line? It's 30 foot, right? 60.
Yeah, 5 by 30 feet.
Okay.
You're doing the fucking devil Gen I laser.
That did not save. Go ahead and roll your damage. It's 3d6.
3d6. Roll 3, 6.
Ah,
Oh.
Ooh,
yikes.
ouch.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
Yeah.
And it still
All
looked
right.
cool.
Well, it did. Stick that. Sorry, I'm just checking to see if it should have been. No, that was right. Okay, got it. All right, 6 damage to the construct. He's definitely getting low. Anything else you want to do?
Mhm. Oh, wait a minute. I'm transformed, so I need to add an additional 2d6.
You do, yes.
Double sixes.
Double sixes.
Yeah, right. Come on, balance things out.
Right?
The bigger go home.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
No.
So close.
Oh.
It's your turn. Orvustia, having used her small pool of lay on hands, she's just going to let you guys fight. She's just gonna try it. She's just gonna like pick herself up and move over here with Emmeline so they can get more out of your way. The kobolds will say have fallen into here as they're like, take on forward positions, go, go, go. Eidos.
Oh, well, watch this. I'm about to help us both out, Robert. Bam.
Yes.
And as he's walking, he's just gonna out loud say to that whoever the invisible wizard, drop that shit and make this easier on yourself.
Roll intimidation.
Hell yeah, I got advantage.
Yeah, you do.
Oh
Okay.
my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
And then I'm gonna swing on the arch chick.
Sounds good. Swing away. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck her up.
Roll me damage, but how do you want to do this? As you step
Kill her.
forward with your darkness surrounding, it engulfs the ranger, and there's a short gasp of not being able to see, and then a disgruntled "Oh, not again" from further in as the champion gets engulfed into it. You raise your weapon.
When he swings, the feathers like mimic multiple slashes, but they're all in the same line. So it's just like a paper shredder shredding her.
Hell yeah. You pull the blade across once, and she reels back, dropping her bow in just pain. And as you twist for your final strike, the feathers rip out into this fan of blades that, and she falls like sliced ham, just and
Gross.
it cut through armor, weapons, flesh and bone alike. But she is dead on the ground.
Is that the ranger from the Charlie's Angel person, or just a random ranger?
No, it's just a random ranger.
Gotcha.
Just a ranger.
Because I can't. Unfortunately, something died, but nothing's in 10 feet that I can see.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's all.
Cool. Let's see. Champion in darkness. What are the exact rules? All right. Robert, I need you to give me a strength or an athletics or acrobatics roll, please.
This man trying to grapple in darkness? He living dangerous.
Bad for him. My athletics is actually better than Orius's, so.
All right. I rolled a 15.
Oh my god.
As this large gauntleted hand swings out at you to try to knock you backwards, you stumble slightly but keep your footing. Give me another one, because he's trying to get you out of this darkness. So he's trying to shove you, essentially. You guys are doing contested checks.
Oh my god.
What happens when you tie?
You reroll.
Roll
Yeah, the target.
Roll
The target. No, it results in the status quo, which is the target not being shoved.
Okay.
You hear a son of a bitch, and then with disadvantage, he's going to swing at you with a great sword, and it just misses because it's a 13 to hit. All right. This person's turn. Need to see something. You don't. Yeah. No attacks come. Eidos, roll me a perception check in the midst of combat. Okay. Yeah. No attacks from the mage. No dropping of the invisibility. At
They
all.
piss their
Everything
pants and are trying to run away.
continues on status quo. As Fred's turn comes around, he stands up and lashes out. Like, Fred can't be stopped. There is no stopping Fred.
No.
Only unconsciousness can stop Fred. Both of his attacks hit. No, the 16 misses. He gets that. So he bites out, and the construct pulls back, not wanting to have his other arm destroyed. And bites again, this time getting him like on the hip. Another crunch of metal. The Shield Guardian, seeing its master under assault, is going to turn and attack Robert with its
Got a negative
fists.
D4.
It does.
And it also has disadvantage.
It does. So that means that the first attack is a 21 to hit with -2 and disadvantage.
Oh boy.
The 21 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. You take 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Motherfucker.
As one of the fists just comes slamming down onto you. Now the attack is straight because you've been hit. That's a 9. That does not hit you. Second fist just, or the second attack from the same fist just swings through the air. Nothing.
All right, I have really bad memory. How much damage should I take?
Do the math again. 17.
Thank you.
Yeah. Aerith, it's your turn. It's the first damage I've done. And the NPCs.
You must feel so proud.
I'm not. What are you gonna do?
Something.
Got
Stop
him.
worrying about me. Worry about yourself.
I am going to cast Id Insinuation on the construct.
Does
Oh,
it have a
okay.
brain?
It doesn't say that it requires one. It's a wisdom
Yeah.
save.
Okay. It was an 18. Naturally.
Damn it. No wait,
This
my this is my warlock spell.
team.
So, but even then, it's still saved against my
Yeah, your wizard one.
so.
So.
Booey.
No, sorry. Anything else you want to do?
I don't have anything on a bonus action, so I'm good here.
Okay. Rose, it is your turn. Archie does
Okay.
not need advantage.
Would the thing in front of us be considered a manufactured metal object?
Why?
Can I cast heat metal on it?
Sure, I'll let you cast heat metal on the
Hell
metal
yeah.
construct. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, that's frightening. It's gonna make a melee attack and be on fire, pretty much.
Well, that's easy. Just kill it before it gets to make another attack.
Oh,
Oh,
I just remembered
great
something
idea.
from my Friday sessions.
Ooh, and you cast it at a higher level?
I did. I casted it like 4th level.
Okay, con save.
Go big or go home. I like it.
That does not save, so
Nailed him.
all right. As the spell takes hold in the body of the construct, all of the metal plating and bits beneath start glowing this red and then orange and then almost white hot. There are droplets of steel and metal dripping off of it.
Off!
It is still on its feet.
Jesus.
Jesus
Well,
Christ!
it's gonna keep taking damage.
I know, but it's also very, very hot.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking touch it.
Well, too bad. Touch it.
All
You
right,
gotta
Robert.
Okay, so am I in a position where I'd have advantage on both of them? Or just the
You
construct?
have advantage on the construct, yeah, from
Okay.
Fred. But
The other guy's in darkness, though.
the other guy's in darkness, yes, so you do have advantage on him
Okay.
because you can see him even though he's in darkness.
Gotcha.
Well, you don't see him as so much as like your senses just tell you
presence.
there is a foe there.
All right. First, talk to construct.
Construct, okay. You swing on the construct. 16 does not hit.
Some bitch. Again.
As you 19 does hit.
All right.
Okay. As you swing out the first time, you swing towards what's left of its left arm, and as you attempt to cleave it off, the joint melts and it goes plonk and falls to the ground. The attack misses as your target was no longer there. You spin the halberd and hack down into its legs and just knock it to the ground. It is this like sizzling pile of molten metal and does not seem to be moving anymore.
All right. Good.
Okay.
And then the fighter gets a bunt to the face, and I'm going to make him drop his weapon.
It doesn't have to be killed something, so you can make a regular third halberd attack instead.
Ooh, you're right. I mean, it would be
Yeah.
the same. It would be the same numbers. I would just change the damage.
Yeah, it'd be so yes, 25 hits, and then you can just roll your normal halberd damage since that was
Halberd damage, and
kill.
then disarming attack is I'll just delete
strength
it.
check.
Yep, and I believe it's a 17.
Okay, and should just be a straight roll, right? Nothing imposing disadvantage on the save.
I don't think so, unless he's under effect of something right now.
And yeah, with Bane, he still gets a 23 on his save.
He's not baned, and I
Oh.
dropped concentration anyways to do heat metal.
It was a 27.
Still did a lot
So
of damage.
Yeah, he holds his weapon, but as your blade cleaves in, he's definitely not appreciating the situation he finds himself in.
And just for fun, I'm
Annoying.
just gonna move right into the darkness beside him.
Emily and Northwester are both going to fall back to in between the kobolds, who
Can
are
I
just
actually
like
yell at
they're
the
just defending.
kobolds to move up a little bit?
Sure. Stay here. We'll protect. Then give me do 7 d20s.
Alright, so what's that? Slash roll 7d20.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Well, that's good
2
enough.
of them actually hit. Hell yeah, kobolds! No,
Hell
3. There's a
yeah.
15 there. All right. So as they round, you hear Kot go fire, and a whole bunch of stones just get lobbed through the air. Some of them, like one of them, looks like a fork that was just loaded into the sling. Give me do 3d4.
Why haven't we weaponized kobolds yet? Well, this is such a good idea.
Dream come true.
Nice.
What's with all the
Alright.
ones? We're getting a lot of ones.
We
Undead.
just like 5
This is-
kobolds fighting Fred as mobile artillery.
As the man in darkness is pelted with stones, he takes 10 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Ah! You just hear just growls of frustration. Ken, it is your turn.
Good job, kobolds.
You are muted, Ken.
Oh dear, Ken. Speak
Did
to us.
You muted, boy.
You're muted.
need-
There you go.
What I was trying to say is I was going to just move up and then tap Fred on the side of his chin and then give him cure wounds at
Yeah.
level 1.
All right.
Heal the
One
boy.
feet. An int-based caster that can actually heal. And this is why Artificer is superior to Wizard.
Bitch.
All right. 9 healing. Got it. Fred's looking a little bit better.
I like how because because your tablet rolls it twice, it's still the same.
Right. I appreciated that.
Appreciated the
anything else?
honesty.
I guess I'll drop down and that's 20 and then 30 when I
30,
go
that's
angle.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cool.
That's it.
All right. End of your turn. Eidos, it's your turn.
You're just gonna step right here and swing on that knight.
It's like because you have your Eldritch Claw.
Yeah.
Eidos puts his boot into the pile of ham meat that was the ranger. Swings. Roll me damage.
Oh gosh.
Jeez, this is
It's dead.
no,
Oh, he's
not
still alive.
quite. He's still alive. Roll me another attack. Ooh, and then a 17 does not hit.
Oh,
But another
Jesus.
natural 20.
Yep, I crit, so I get my third attack.
Okay. So as you step in, your Eldritch Claw takes the Fate Render into this mystical hand, lunges it out, carving it up his spine. He reels in pain, and falls forward, almost dropping his weapon, steals himself, and as he turns around, you lash out again, and he twists out of the way of it and just barely dodges it, faces towards you, takes both hands into his great sword, and goes to turn towards you, and you take his head off. You twist, and it just comes straight across his neck, clicks through his great sword, cuts it to the ground, and he is dead. Very dead.
And then just gonna say, last chance.
Okay, roll me another intimidation.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, there is no response, but you guys are now out of initiative. What are you doing first? There are no more attacks coming from that room.
Eidos is gonna just tell them flat out, someone went invisible and is in here now.
Do you want me to chuck a fireball?
I mean, sure, he'll drop the darkness now.
Darkness goes down. You can now see the pile of bodies that are, as usual, surrounding you.
And then I'll just like toss like a little marble that will like explode into a fireball into like the middle of the room.
Into just the dead center.
Yeah.
Okay, and all right, your fireball erupts. No cries or anguish or anything.
I got nothing.
All right, how many area spells we working with? Because I gave this man an out, and he's not working with me. I can.
I can just walk around
Pretty
and
sure
see if
that's
I
my
can sense
biggest
him.
one.
I mean, do you have more? Because if you chuck it right here, I'll throw fucking arms of Hadar or hunger, whichever one's the big ass magic darkness one, and then somebody can just throw it over here, and he's gonna get hit or he's gonna come to us.
Sure, I can do that.
Just
I
saying this.
also have
saying-
my darkness as well.
So the
I
guy
can
knows.
toss a shot bomb.
Okay, so as you guys get into position to do this, who's doing what and where?
I'm gonna chuck my fireball over here.
Okay, so fireball's going over here.
I'll chuck a scatter in the top corner.
All right, and then I'll put mine right here.
All right. And yours is
Whatever
the Arms of
spaces.
Hadar, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
his.
Okay.
No, it's not
So
hunger.
Hunger of Hadar. Gotcha. Okay. Give me 1 second. Circle. And what one are you using, Ken?
Shatter.
Okay, so Shatter goes off. Boom, there's a crack, and the icy wall just spider webs. Doesn't even break out, but you just see the spider web from the impact. Doesn't seem to affect anything. Aerith, your fireball goes off again. This big that consumes that corner of the room. No cries or anguish. Hunger of Hadar. 20 foot. Ends its turn. Okay. Roll me 2d6, Eidos. Okay. And then I need to what he's doing. Okay, that's a natural 20, but he does take the damage, so got it. Okay. You hear a in his face. No, gotta keep focusing. Gotta keep focusing. Roll me another perception check. All three of you guys that are in here, actually.
Sure. Perception.
Okay, that's better than a 12.
Oh no, Ken. Oh my
Those
god.
So, Aerith, you can hear it. There is a very slight arcane whispering on the air in here, like somebody has been casting a spell, and it's building up to a crescendo.
Just point him out and I'll go find him.
So he's in the Hunger of Hadar, right?
Yeah.
That seems to be the one that got a reaction out of him. Yes.
Did you say out loud that you heard him like trying to cast something?
Was that the thing?
I mean, yeah, it sounded like he was building, like he was casting.
He's casting a spell.
All right, can I just
Then
dash over that area?
Can I just fuck up the magic circle?
Okay. Yeah. So Eidos, you run in, smash the magic circle. Robert, you rush across over towards this this corner. Roll me an attack, Eidos.
What corner?
This.
This
So
one.
you know that this circle, which technically encompasses about that.
Can't see it.
Oh right, you can't. Oh, you guys can't see any of these circles, can you?
Nope.
I was like this circle and that circle and these circles. Those are the
There
three
we
that
go.
went off.
It's like you think we can see you, Kate, but we can't.
Maybe.
All right, yeah. Roll me damage with the Fate Render. 'Cause hitting the circle's not hard. Yeah. Yeah, you smash down into it, and there's just a splintering, and there's slight arcane glow that had been there, just flickers, and just a stone floor. Robert, you rush over, and yeah, you can sense someone about 10 feet away from you. As you get into that position and sense him, you're going to have 2 rounds to do this because his greater invisibility wears off with about 2 rounds left on his cast time. So he is focusing. He's building up a it looks as he comes out of the greater invisibility and sees you standing there. Shit. Actually, he can't even see you because he's in darkness.
Just
You can.
darkness dealing damage at the start and end of his turn because he's
Oh yeah.
in times.
Yeah. He's taking the damage consistently.
Does Robert
He
take
seems
the damage too?
he would, yes.
He would,
So
yeah.
Robert would also take the
The
2d6.
Take the end turn because he didn't start his turn in there.
No, he didn't.
All right.
But yeah, he seems to be
Sorry.
gathering. Yeah, 28 hits. Gathering.
Oh yeah, I do have. I'm also adding to Disarming Strike to try and make him drop his casting focus.
Okay.
So
All right,
that's a 17
roll me
strike.
damage. Okay, 19 damage. Yeah, he drops his. It looked like what would it be? I guess it'd be kind of like a set of beads with a symbol at the end of it, like a symbol of focus,
A
like a
rosary.
diamond or something. Yeah, like a rosary, but not innately religious. Just sort of like a powerful crystalline object. Drops it to the ground as you smack his hand. As he
No.
does 19 points of damage. He has to make concentration, which he does manage to keep casting,
Oh my
maintain
God.
concentration. He's got concentration on his spell casting, so as the focus drops to the floor, he's still muttering to himself and he's still building the energy in his other hand.
In combat, like, are we in a turn initiative or can I go in there and help Robert?
Yeah, you would get another turn after Robert, but Robert, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, you take his hand off, the one that has the energy gathering in it, just the whole hand. The middle of the arm down is gone. And he looks down, and finally breaks his concentration. The spellcraft stops him. No. Eidos, you would have a turn before he gets a turn, so.
All right.
He's
I, with my bonus action, just bonk him in the head and knock him out with the
Sure.
blunton.
okay. Are you going to try to make it non-lethal?
For now, yeah. We can kill him later.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, he's unconscious. He had 2 hit points left after that. He was gonna jump.
He's like, fuck this, I'm out!
He was trying to teleport. He needed 2 more rounds to teleport out.
Nope.
But okay. The effects of Shatter and Fireball are gone. Robert, as you end your turn, give me it's Dexterity save? No, it's just give me a Dexterity saving throw.
No. Not off.
You take 3 points of damage as one of the black tentacles in this inky darkness brushes up against your leg and fills it with this like staticky, needly pain.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Nope. And I'm gonna grab the guy's body and drag him out.
I mean, because your turn ended, I'm just gonna drop it so that nobody has to worry about getting whipped by some weird inky tentacles.
All right. Well, you guys are out of initiative. Everyone survived.
Alright, do we want to question this guy when he wakes up?
Let me
About
bandage his
what?
arm so he doesn't bleed out.
Huh?
Let me bandage his arm so he doesn't bleed out.
Alright.
What do we need to ask him about?
No, that's why I'm saying, do we need to ask him anything?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, a
what?
lot
Where's the
of questions.
cult?
Well, we should probably ask if he's with the cult.
What do you? Hold on, wait.
Okay. It's hard to tell from the tokens. He is wearing cult regalia and seems to very much be a part of the cult.
Hang on,
Yeah,
wait.
as
Can,
Is he from the cult?
as you closer examine the casting focus, it is a symbol of Tiamat at the.
I mean,
Okay.
even
Yeah, the token was not.
if he was not with the, this is gonna kid. If he wasn't with the cult, why would he be here?
You guys would have so much bigger problems if there was a third party acting in this.
We're flying through the air. Like this is like he misdial on the phone. He intentionally came here.
Yeah. But
Kidding. I was kidding. Let's get him bandaged up. Tie him up.
Rose just kind of like walks up and like looks Ken dead in the face and just kind of like nudges his body towards
I mean, I'm currently holding on to him.
Yeah, he's just kind of they just kind of like push him, even if you're like holding him. They're just kind of like nudging him over towards the opening.
First of all, actually, what would be asking the cultist? What questions do we have for the cultist?
I don't want to ask him anything. Drop him.
Besides you, anyone else have questions?
I mean,
we should know where they are, or at least most of the members.
Well, I mean, we got questions, but do we have anybody have zone of truth? Because I don't, and I can't force him to talk. And you cut his hand off. I don't think he's going to be wanting to talk. And
all right, so we don't need him then.
Yeah, just chuck him.
All right, I shove him out.
Loot him, then chuck him over.
Oh,
fair. Can I rifle his pockets real quick before Robert throws him out the window?
Roll me a dexterity check to see if you're fast enough to warn Robert about his stuff. Yeah, you could. Wait. His stuff.
Wait, I shove my hands in his pockets.
All right, roll me investigation. You could do it with advantage if Ken wants to help. Although
that's probably about as high as I'm gonna roll.
Pretty good for Rose.
Right?
You find a small pouch of gold with about 75 gold pieces in it. He has what looks to be 2 diamonds worth about 300 gold each.
Take the
and
diamonds.
that's it. Yeah.
All right. Actually, before I chuck him, I'm going to stab him in the throat so he doesn't somehow miraculously survive this shit.
Okay.
So stab him in the throat, chuck him out.
There's a bit of a gargle as his last breath escapes, but then you just chuck him out the trash chute. And he goes flying down onto the Sword Coast below.
In hindsight, we should have seen this coming, but hindsight's 2020. It'd be nice to have an easy access point, but
reasons.
All right. So now that you guys have ended the current thread, the kobolds are still in phalanx formation. They've loaded up more stones and are looking left and right in anticipation of further threats. Emmeline's just sort of bandaging Orvustia, just being like, "You are so reckless sometimes."
I'm gonna go up to the kobolds and just congratulate them for a job well done and tell them to go back to eating breakfast.
Good work, Troop.
Yes, sir. Troop, breakfast. And they, like in lockstep, make their way out, fanning around Emmeline and Orvustia and heading down to the kitchens. Oh, I gotta write down the names because...
Well, I guess we're going to have to rely on one-way trips, so whenever we finally head back, I guess I'll pick up a bunch of chalk.
Yeah, sorry guys.
You know what? We really should have seen this coming, huh? Because they were using it this whole time.
It's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, "Hey Ken, roll me an int check, please. I want to see." Like, I totally feel my character has an intelligence of 19, but I don't. So I get it. And I told him, "Hey, that's an open door that literally anyone could get there."
Yeah.
I like how the 2 smartest people went into the room and never considered that it could be used.
We considered it. Ken said.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, but it's gonna take a year to like I guess tweak it. And I was like,
yeah, there's no way to do that, unfortunately.
Utility outweighed the risk. Yeah.
We had every day for a year. If we get a time skip, we could totally. But
I don't think
I
we have the time for a time skip.
The time skip would be whenever they're
Yeah,
like
just let the
done.
cult do it. That's fine.
Just keep a bunch of chalk on hand, so whenever we come out here, we'll just we'll have to
How
come out here. But whenever we
Yeah.
come, we can just teleport out.
How are we gonna get out here?
I mean, we're landing. Where's that map at?
It's kind of out in the middle of literal nowhere.
Yeah, but it's close to Daggerford. We can just set up
We do
sometime.
have the airship.
Yes, we do still have Vogg's airship.
Yeah.
I mean, who's Vog? Remind me who Vog is.
That's the noble with the.
That's the guy we hate.
Emmeline doesn't know. She's like, oh, I don't know. That was just the name on the billet. I know that you guys don't like him at all. I think
Oh,
he.
That's the one Orius slapped, right?
Yeah,
You
that's the one Ori's left.
ship. We have our ship.
Exactly.
I'll teleport to his house right now and let him know if you want me to. That's not his anymore.
No, that's
We
kind of what
drop
I'm saying. is
explosives.
like getting back and forth from here, by airship. There, I mean, that'd take maybe 6 to 8 hours based off of where you know, docking the airship at Daggerford or Waterdeep might be a little trickier. Waterdeep has docks, but they're pretty. She kind of like starts thinking and just like goes completely silent mid sentence. As she starts trying to figure out where you guys could use the airships, not get arrested.
Nah.
She goes, "Anybody here good with a forgery kit?"
Possibly me. Do you have one? Oh, wait. Scratch that. I can make my own forgery kit.
You can,
Hell
and
yeah.
you are proficient with every tool that you have. I think that's how artificer, because you just get tool proficiencies out the ass. Non-magical tools, yeah.
Just whip up a forgery kit. I like it.
Mhm.
Right. And then I thought there was something. I'm looking through artificer. Okay, no. Okay, so it wouldn't include your proficiency bonus, but you could do it. You're just not proficient unless you took proficiency in forgery kit.
We still have Rose's map in the handout.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm
it's
not
been
gonna.
so long.
I can't see there. There are so many things over here. Oh my god, you guys don't even want to know how many. It's insane.
Can we look?
But yeah,
Can we see the world map, real quick?
yeah. Since you guys are out of combat, we'll go back to the world maps. This better displays where you currently are. You're probably around as you guys like take a look out the window as you drop. You see, those are some big mountains. And you can kind of see ahead of you. Looks like we're passing over some sort of moor, swampland. Looks like we're getting close. I can see the lake.
All right. And which one of these was the place that asshole was from? Is it Daggerford or Waterdeep?
Waterdeep.
So yeah, you guys. Ken, roll me intelligence
Okay.
because you've learned it, but you've also learned a lot of things. So let's see how much you remember about what you've learned about Vogue. Okay. You know that he's a powerful noble that has residences in both Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate. Seems to be very influential. He was he was a major merchant in like shipping and transport up and down the coasts. And between these two major port cities are like his two big hubs. So he's like a big shipping magnet. Lots of power, lots of influence, very influential. And he was traveling with the caravan because he had goods involved. And, maybe
We should
friends of his asked him to keep an eye on things.
We should have fucking murdered him when we had the chance.
Though there would probably, even if we did, there would probably be a lot of repercussions.
Yeah. Elkin would have kicked us out.
Okay, well, we'll eventually be stationed here with this place. I'm trying to think of a place we could take the airship and just situate it somewhere out of sight
I
that we
mean,
get near something without like getting his attention. Because I have zero intention of giving it back to him.
We could repaint it.
could be
That'll
maybe.
fool him.
We definitely need to rename it. I don't. You guys can't see it because of how we docked, but the back end is. He
What is it
calls this thing
named? What did he
the
named it?
Angel's Grace.
Ugh.
The
Look,
I like
you guys
He's
stole it. I want you to name it. This is your project since you're on reconnaissance and intelligence now.
okay. Okay, I can do that. I'll think about it.
The
yeah,
ship
I'll
with the
handle the
kobolds.
repairs and scraping off any ilk of his still left on it.
I mean, you've got that forgery kit though. We definitely need to whip something up to try to pass off that this is ours.
Yeah,
Make sure-
there's a captain's chest. It's not really. I mean, there's not really so much quarters on that thing as it's like one room back there with like a table. And it's not very big, but there was a chest that had papers. We could at least use those as template, and then maybe Ken here could throw together some sort of forged documentation that could prove it's a different ship. I don't know. This is kind of outside my realm, but all I've
Oh,
heard is
that,
what Rose here has told me, and I don't like
He's an
him either.
asshole.
That's what he sounds like.
oh, I will forge these documents with zero hesitation. Fuck that guy. This is our ship.
He's part of the
No.
reason why I wanted to be able to vet the people in charge of these places before we just disseminate this money back to the people. Because he is absolutely, one, we know he's ties with the cult, and two, even if he wasn't, he seems like the selfish asshole type that would probably launder that into his own pocket.
100%.
Yeah. All right. So that decided, or at least that information on the table. Anything else you guys want to do for the day? If you continue the travel, the ship, the giant floating fortress, will reach the lake at around 8 or 9 p.m. And then he can set it down in the lake, and definitely no or ecological impact there.
Nah.
Listen, some sacrifices have to be made, okay?
But yeah,
But can we go talk to the giant king captain guy and see if there's any ramifications of fucking with that teleportation circle, or if
sure.
there's something he could maybe do since he's got the AI on his side?
Sure. As you approach him, he is in the helm quarter at that time, just sitting in his big comfy chair, kind of just looking out over the Sword Coast beneath him as the walls and floor have like, just disappeared. You guys step in. He turns to greet you. Oh, good to see you. I heard a little bit of a ruckus going on downstairs. Everything okay?
We had some rats come aboard. We took care of them.
We also kind of goofed your circle. Sorry, but they were going to keep coming.
Yeah, not mine. We no. We do sometimes use teleportation circles, but no, this ship is meant to be free. The cult
Okay.
put that there for their own. I didn't mind it, but we didn't use it.
Okay, I
How
feel
long?
I thought that was y'all's, and I mean I had to break it to stop them, but I was kind of feeling a little bit of regret fucking with y'all's stuff, but this didn't fuck them.
No. We, the giants, my people, we live up here. Down there was for the ogres and the kobolds, the support staff, as it were. Our place is always up here among the clouds. He just looks out amongst like all the clouds around him.
How
Is it-
how long how long has the cult been using your base?
He kind of sits back and thinks, I believe it was about 5 years ago, maybe 6
Oh.
now, honestly. It's been.
Really?
They
Shit.
caught us with the help of the Red Wizards. Apparently, they formed some sort of alliance, and the cult helped the wizards destroy their enemy, and then they came to us, and, well, like I said, I didn't so much as agree with their proposition, but working with them to undermine them in the long run.
How
Now doesn't seem
long for
like an
you is
idea.
long run? Like that's
Hold on one second. I gotta check one thing about.
how long was your plan?
I need a second. I need a second.
No, I know.
How long do giants live for?
Also, how long can this fortress float?
Indefinitely.
Well, then maybe we don't even need to land it if the sky is your whole thing. I mean,
It
is
might
there?
be a little more conspicuous.
Oh, it's honestly easier to see from the ground. Up here, we're just above the clouds most of the time. We only dip below to see the coast.
The only thing is we fucked up that circle, and I mean, I'm sure you guys are pretty cool with it being up here, but we're not going to be able to come and go as needed, and we're going to need to come and go because there's about to be a war. Like, I mean, it's pretty evident at this point.
I
Yeah.
don't have a solution for that.
I mean,
unfortunately.
unless
You have your little boat. You can always use that to get up and down.
we could
Thank
put
you.
the
I had
boat.
just come to that.
Okay.
We could
I was
put the
like,
boat in the lake. Use it as an elevator.
the the airship is sound for landing in the water. It also has runners that can be deployed for landing on ground. It's kind of how we jury rigged it onto the side of their castle.
If you did stay in the air, do you promise to stay like in this one spot and not leave because we have no way of contacting you if you do?
Roll persuasion. It's
Is
your minimum roll.
minimum roll is 10,
I know.
so
He
it
kind of
would
looks.
be
Oh, the clouds don't. I don't think we could stay still for more than maybe a month.
then maybe you stay in the lake where we know where you are.
Honestly, I was going to park it in the lake and then take to the sky with my people in our natural form and return to our other home
You
and
can
leave this
fly.
for you. He kind of looks. He's like, I am one with the clouds. What do you think?
I mean, okay, I knew you were a cloud giant. I didn't know
And
that means you can
he
turn
lifts
into
up
a
and he kind of hits a couple of little dials on the display. And as you're saying that, he stands up and he literally turns into a cloud.
what the fuck?
He casts gaseous form on himself and turns into
What
a
the fuck?
puff of vapor, and you hear a just bellow as he just sort of drifts around you all. And he turns back and he sits back down.
Okay. Besides that, I suppose, then maybe we should land it in the lake so that it doesn't drift away, being not controlled by anyone.
I mean, it's always they. What would you like me to do? He kind of like he starts the sentence a few times and then realizes that he was talking to Rose, and he's like, I don't know how to explain the intricacies of an artificial intelligence that is
Nope.
the dispossessed soul of my ex-wife.
Nope, don't even try.
It sounds like you definitely land. We'll
Yeah.
we'll figure out a way to come and go.
Like we
Very good.
just need this to stay somewhere where we know it is because it is holding the wealth of the entire coast. And we kind of would like to know where that is at all times.
I understand, and that's why I agreed with the plan to hide it in the lake, in the mountains, and the
Yes.
swamps.
So
That's a
do
good
that.
idea. Very good. There is a river. You can use that. It is rather wide. It's about 100 feet wide at its narrowest point. If you had some sort of water travel, you could traverse between the lake and the coast that way.
I mean, we have an airship. If it works as a ship. We'll look over at Emily. And you said it could go in the water, right? Would that be faster or slower than walking?
I mean, it'd be faster than walking, but slower than just flying above the water.
But potentially there might be somewhere we can dock it, like in the docks at Daggerford. That'd be a little less conspicuous than an airship dock.
Potentially. I mean, I guess we'd have to conceal some of the arcane elements.
Sorry.
We'd have to conceal some of the arcane elements to hide the fact that it's an actual airship, but we should be able to
Should
make
be
it
easy
seem like
enough,
some
right?
sort of new arcane boat. Maybe have Ken throw on some weird artificer magic that he does,
Yeah.
and make it look like it's some sort of revolutionary new thing. Maybe that'd work.
Yes. Ken! Just like turns around and starts yelling for Ken. Can you turn the airship into a boat?
What?
Wise. Don't actually turn it into a boat. We need to build fly.
Well, okay, yeah, make it look like a boat.
Yeah, let me see if I can find some blueprints on this thing, and I can see what I can do.
Yeah, I'll draw something up and send it to you, and then we can work together to see. Essentially, it's a it's the size of a schooner. It has no central mainsail, which is the biggest problem, and it has two sets of these like finned wings that come off the side for buoyancy and for catching the wind. They like twist and turn in a full like gimbaled motion. And then underneath it are these 4 points of magical, like they're basically anti-gravity devices that lift and create this artificial lift in flight. There are also runners that can lower out of the hull of it that can lift into a watertight seal so that they can then be landed. It's kind of like a sea boat or seaplane.
Sea boat.
They're all boats.
Plane boat.
But yeah, I'll draw something up because I can kind of figure it in my head, and we can work on it together, Ken, for your modifications. But yeah, so you guys just gonna continue on to Starlight's Respite with the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you guys wanted to do? Because it's going to be about another 6 hours of travel before you reach there.
Well, since we're done shifting through the treasure hoard and there's only gold and gemstones, I'm gonna continue with my Tome of Clear Thoughts.
Okay. Aerith heads
I
down and
guess I'll
starts
get to
reading from
work
his
on the
book.
forgery on the ship.
Okay, so you're gonna get the title ready.
Yeah, and then scrape wherever Angel's Grace. Get that shit off the boat.
Fuck that.
It is the Angel's Grace.
Mhm.
It has like one of those big embellished T's,
Ugh.
and it's all super
We should
fancy
keep the
scripted.
and just replace it with whatever name we're gonna call it.
I
Just
don't know,
to
it's kind of
spite him.
ostentatious.
It's very ostentatious. It's extremely ostentatious. But yeah, you can get to work on that. Ken, give me a just do an intelligence check with advantage. This is for the forgery kit in creating a believable. Okay. It sets the DC on the thing. As Ken goes down to do this, is there anything anybody else would want to contribute to helping Ken with this title, or would help
I
him
don't
with in
really
this
have
moment?
anything that can help.
I
Ken,
don't
do you
think
have
I do.
anything that you might be able to add to rolls to bump them up in the case that you might need them to be slightly larger?
I got a couple more rolls of Flash of Genius.
Think
I
about it.
mean,
Those should be
that would be
resetted every
a
day.
19.
Yeah.
That's
All
every
right.
day. Okay.
Yep.
Anything else? Okay.
Uh,
Cool.
I don't have anything to help.
Go ahead and here, I'm going to just add myself a note in this. I'm going to actually add it to the contents of the horde. Party is claiming Vogg's airship, formerly named the Angel's Race. Might have been the ship used by Kegram's Angels in their missions.
I feel like that's what they traveled in to get ahead of us in the
Probably.
pathway.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
we didn't look up and see the giant airship above
No,
us.
we did not.
No one ever looks up.
Who looks up
I
to
mean,
the sky? No
the
one
thing with
does.
the airships is they can go above the clouds.
That's true.
Yes.
And you guys now have an airship, so just keep that in mind.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, you'll add in the name for the ship, but you create a believable. You look at the two, and it looks believable. There's you can't find
We make the
anything
starship.
at fault. Starship. I mean, if you guys want to name it, I would prefer you guys named it, but Emmeline will if you want me to.
That's my vote, but it's up to Kevin.
Names right now.
Starship.
Starship.
I kind of want to say. Actually, I don't really have a good one.
I mean, you can think about it. It doesn't have to.
Yeah.
I'm working towards wrapping up the session as you guys land in the lake once Earth gets back from his phone call. So
Yeah, we did kind of hit the 3-hour mark.
no, we're almost at. I mean, we're at 3 from 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot we started half an hour late, but still, I think this will be a good narrative point to end it. So, if you guys want to think on that, over the next week, Ken, you've created the documentation that you should be able to present. It is set in the documentation as an airship, so if you guys choose to do it as a boat, you might need to have a second set. But the only documentation you had to kind of reference was for an airship, so that's what you made. Is there anything Eodos or Robert wanted to do while you guys were at the heading towards the lake at the end of the day?
Just a short rest and maybe talking to the kobolds again.
You know, so
Yeah.
probably check in on those.
Hold on, you and Ken both talked at the same time.
I was just saying, Edos would just check on Rose since they were like dead asleep before that. Just make sure they're good.
They're sitting kind of just looking at the teleportation circle.
Everything all right?
Between you and me, maybe don't tell the others. I don't know.
You don't how. Edos will sit down like, "What's up? What's happening?"
I don't. It was kind of you know how dreams are, right? They're kind
Right.
of weird.
Yes.
I mean, so I don't even know if it was real, but that guy, you know that guy, that weird fucker with the giant collar who was in the caravan?
It wasn't him. Not
No?
that guy.
Okay. Fuck.
The only thing you would have known him by is he wore a red mask and had a red dragon on his shoulder.
Okay. Yeah. There's a guy with another mask.
I changed my mind. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Sorry, go ahead, Rose.
Yeah. They just look at Eidos and just like, someone with another mask like this, and they gesture to the black dragon mask, but red. They said something about the teleportation circle, about helping them.
Eidos, give me a wisdom save.
Jesus.
You
So
feel
many
something scratch at the back of your mind, but in the moment you're just focused on what Rose is saying and trying to understand where they're coming from.
Do you think these masks are connected to each other?
I don't know. Like I said, it was a dream. Probably just weird shit. Thinking about other
Are
stuff.
you are you completely sold on hanging on to that for now? I mean,
Pretty. I mean, it makes me a lot stronger, Yudis.
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna knock it if you want it. You know, like he points at himself. I'm pretty well known in like curses and stuff. You know, I've been cursed. I kind of everything I do is essentially borrowed from somebody I'm kind of working for. You know, I can't tell you not to. Just be safe. You know, like we lost Aureus. If you feel like the shit is too heavy, too serious, chuck it. If you think you can handle it, just hold on to it. If it's helping you, then you know, no reason to get rid of it. But if it starts causing problems, just ditch it. You're plenty strong on your own, and if you what you can't do, the rest of us can help make up for.
Think about it. It really does help though. And I don't know. So far, it's just been that giving me weird dreams.
Well, I mean, just keep what I said in mind. As long as it's fine, it's not like affecting you seriously. Hang on to it. You know, there's no reason we shouldn't use their shit against them. Just if it feels like it's actively affecting you, if it's a hindrance, you know, I don't know. It's hard to tell you to get rid of it because it's a handy tool for sure.
And if there's anything else I can use to prevent what happened to Aureus to happening to the rest of you, I'm gonna use that.
I mean, I definitely get that, but I don't want you to lose yourself to prevent losing us. You know what I mean? We're all in this together, and if something happens to you, everyone else is going to be in the same boat that we are with Aureus right now. Like I'm trying to hold it together as best I can. My blood has been boiling this entire time. The only thing keeping me from doing some dumb shit, getting myself killed on a suicide mission, is y'all. So we definitely don't need fuel added to that fire.
Alright. Yeah. I'll think about it. But more positive note, they kind of like reach into their backpack and hold up a book. I think I have something you want.
You know, so grin and also reach into his back pocket and hold something up. He's just gonna like with a laugh say that I managed to keep Aerith from locking something really neat away, and I knew me or you would definitely want this, and he'll kind of hold it out so they can take it and have a look.
What is it?
Iron
It is
flask.
an iron flask, and
I
they found out that there's something really dangerous in there, and I
Oh
can't really
boy.
elaborate, but just keep
I
in
love the
mind
excitement.
we now have a potential bomb in a jar. It's what it amounts to. I mean, probably whatever's in there is going to be a one use thing because it's only for an hour that it's going to be cool with us and obeying us. But that doesn't stop us from using this thing against somebody or this flask against other things.
Interesting.
It could suck shit up. I guess I should have led with that because just a flask with something in it's not very.
I mean, I was wondering where you were going with it. But Well, I mean, I'll keep it in mind. That's definitely sounds interesting. But for this, and they shake the book a little. Just what are you gonna do for it?
I don't really. He's gonna start rummaging through stuff. I don't really have a lot. I'm realizing. I mean, do you need to sneak in somewhere, break some shit, like break in some shit, some larceny? I can hook you up with invisibility. I got darkness. I can teleport literally anywhere within 500 feet if you need to get in somewhere.
Will you do something for
I
me?
have. He pulls out 5 Ettercap eyeballs. I've got these.
Ew. What?
Ew.
Not really
No.
sure why I have them, but I do.
No. Do something for me, will you?
What's up?
Fight me for it.
Fight you?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to fight you. You just told me you wasn't feeling so hot, having spooky dreams.
Not that I'm not feeling well. It's just I thought it was weird. I thought I should let you know.
I mean, if you want to fight, I'm down. But do you mean right now? Are you wanting to do it at a later date? Trying to set something up? Trying to show off for your girl? Is that what's happening?
Maybe? I'm confused about that. Also, there's a lot going on, Edith. I'm really there's a lot. Can we just throw down for it? Easy.
I mean, if you want to, sure. I don't mind.
Probably do that next session,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Not right. Not now, but like.
As you do that, come to that conclusion. The door opens. Miss Eldkin. Oh, there you are. Emmeline told me to come find both of you. We're heading up over the lake right now. Kind of pretty. You should come see us land.
We're there already?
Aye. It's late in the evening.
Shit.
Hell yeah. We got our new base of operations.
Yep. So as you guys head out towards the basically where you docked the airship, is where you can get the best view. You stand over as the lake comes at you, getting larger and larger. And as you get closer and closer, it gets larger and larger, faster and faster. And you realize you're going to land a fucking mountain in a lake. You should probably hold on to something. So you guys all grab onto things as the stone at the bottom of the mountain just water sprays up all around you, filling the air with mist and just twinkling off of the moon and starlight that's coming down above you. I keep calling it a ship. The mountain lands itself with the pointed end of it down, rests, and finally comes to a rest with all of the, or most of the cave vents. You'd probably guess the lower areas beneath where the horde are, probably a little flooded right now, but the area where the horde is does not seem to have taken on water.
Okay,
Just
I
like
was
some of
wondering.
I was wondering if anyone was going to ask, but it's like, okay, we're going on, moving on. So I was like, there's a lot of tunnels that go down from where that horde is. Those fill, and as you go down and check it later in the evening, there's just pools of fresh water down in the lower ends of this cave that's filtering up from the lake you're in. So without even having, it's pretty convenient. The horde gets a bit jostled around. Some of the organization that you guys have done with the coins is lost, so some of it gets a little bit more rattled. But it's all what it is. None of you get thrown from it, and within about 10 minutes from when Eldkin came and got the two of you, you have now settled. The water around you is still rippling pretty wildly, and you can see the shore. There's a bunch of trees that are now just like half submerged as the water line has raised probably about 5 or 10 feet. But you have made it to Starlight's Respite. It is peaceful, quiet. And you take a deep breath and hope it lasts for more than 12 hours.
Hell yeah. Everybody,
I'll go up to the giants. I'll go up to the giants and speak in giant and ask them, "Hey, do you know any techniques that can just like raise mist or cover us in like a misty wall or curtain or something so we're not
What do you
attracting
think we
attention?
are, some kind of mist giant? A fog giant?
I mean, that's pretty much a cloud, right?
Fine,
He looks
can
at
you
you with
summon
like.
clouds?
I'm just looking to find out. I just need the. They have the spell. I'm just fucking with you.
I know.
Let's see, there's this one. I just need to know how frequently they can do it. Oh. Yeah. He goes, yes, we can set some guards into creating a perpetual cloud surrounding the castle. It will make the lake itself seem obscured in mist and fog, which may
Hell yeah.
seem strange, but it will at least prevent us from being seen at a great distance.
Coming from a spellcaster, I know all of these types of spells can't be held for long periods of time, so.
No, but the clouds obey us in perpetuity. We just have to keep
Hell yeah.
refreshing it. They can cast fog cloud at will.
Okay.
They have no limitation as to how much they can. They can also cast control weather once a day, so they can just keep this place in a perpetual like foggy like area, and that's just one of them.
Oh yeah, could you leave one behind whenever you go back to your place to just hold the fort down for us?
He kind of like grumbles. Control weather has a long effect.
It's level 7? No.
It lasts for.
Other, that's level 8. Concentration up to 8 hours.
Okay.
That's a 5-mile
But
radius.
he can do it. You can do it when you change the weather condition. I'm going to say that they can do it to. They have a. We have a shaman capable of creating a perpetual fog cloud here, but she is not with us at the moment. I would not subject any of my kind to be landlocked perpetually, but we would make sure that Starlight's respite is discreet, at least. Does that
Yeah.
work?
Yes, appreciate it. Is there anything we can do? I mean, you kind of
Try and
helping us.
help.
Yeah.
He smiles and goes, when you finally end the cult, come help me make my people as strong as you are.
For sure.
Promise.
That's it. That's all he wants. He just wants his people to be strong. All right. Well, as you guys settle in to your current base of operations deep within the wilds of the Sword Coast, that's what we're going to call it.
Hell yeah.
And we'll meet up again next Saturday.
Yay!
Whatever shenanigans happen after this. I'm sorry you guys couldn't keep the teleportation circle. It was just too.
No, it made sense that we could. None of us even thought that they
They
could
would
just come
actually
through.
continue using it.
Nah, one and done.
That you had that one dude pissing his pants. As soon as you said that, he was just like he just started casting teleportation circle just to teleport out of there. Teleport to just teleport out of there. He was going. It was insane.
I'm glad it takes 10 minutes to cast. Otherwise, he would have dipped on us.
10 minutes to
Bye.
cast, that's like 100 rounds or something.
I mean, I think teleport doesn't really take that long.
See, which one was I looking at? Something had a minute of cast time. Either that or I read it wrong. Because it was supposed to be teleport.
Yeah,
and
teleport's instantaneous,
okay,
I think.
Okay.
He should have just noped out. But anyway, it still ended up funnier.
He was too
He
scared.
was trying to gather the energy to teleport out.
Yeah. Too scared.
I was having you guys like, okay, they threw that. That was one more round done, 2 more rounds. He had to get to 10 rounds. And at 8
So
rounds,
close.
he was going to lose his invisibility, and I was like, oh no, they're going to see him. He's going to hide over here in this little like alcove. He can't see me. He can't see me. Oh God, he can see me. But yeah, Robert. Let me send you a picture of all of the kobolds' names, Robert. Those were the 7 that you got to join you.
Where's the picture?
Here, I'll post it in. I said it to him, but I'll post it in Tyranny.
Oh.
Kot, Zooks, Hut, Den, Evie, Rilto, and Ukde.
Hell yeah.
Ukde's my favorite.
Right.
Cot's
He was the
pretty
one he was the one who threw the like the forks. He just loaded up silverware into his sling and just hurled it.
It went better than expected, y'all. I mean,
It did.
it was kind of touch and go for our NPC pals, but
cool. Yeah, they almost got
we were
fucked.
able to save them.
Yeah.
I forgot I didn't have any potions. I guess that's a good thing I marked them off.
Yeah. Yeah, it was whew. I was worried because like I rolled and I was like, oh no, they did not roll well for that, so they're not doing well in that first round. Second round came around, all right, they went a little bit better. So we'll say Emmeline had a chance to get away during that, and she was, and then you were like, I'm gonna head upstairs and get Rose, and I'm doing this in the background, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect.
Good.
Yeah, they're just gonna bump into each other,
Mhm.
and then at least Eodos is up there to help them, and I knew that Eodos could,
Right.
you know, swing the tide of battle. Yeah, but they were like, "You're gonna send a commando squad on us? We'll send a commando squad on you." It wasn't there. It
Bitch.
was the fact that their strongest character was their two strongest. One was dealing with a crocodile the whole time. The other one had cold magic ready and wasn't. And then it was like, all right, well, fine. Cold didn't work. What about fire? And you're like,
Nope.
I would. God damn it! That's all I can do.
Bitch, try
Oh.
lightning. Where's your lightning?
Didn't have lightning bolt.
Oh.
Didn't have lightning bolt on the stat block, but no, it was a lot of fun. It was awesome. I loved. It was just really good. It was good. So, all right. Well, go smoke a bowl, unwind for a minute.
God damn it, you're starting to sound like my Friday session.
Well, I smoke after and like an hour and a half before. I don't really smoke during, because you guys keep me on my toes enough, and you know, I like doing things that. It's such a good story, guys. It
Yeah.
like
At
we've
least you
gone
don't have
back,
a
and I've
face
been
card to fuck it up.
going back all the way to the siege on Greenest, to Greenest in Flames, that opening sequence with everybody coming up in the caravan, coming over the hill and seeing the town on fire, and the 6 of you all running in together. 2 of them, three of those people not here anymore.
Yeah.
It's been such a
Sadly.
fucking awesome story. There's just been so much good stuff. Like I couldn't even imagine nuking it. Like Icewind felt really good right up until you guys killed Oral. The battle with
Yeah,
Oral
when we
was
killed the
so
boss,
perfect.
like
The
the whole thing
BBEG.
was happening about.
Right?
Like the only reason we were there was to stop the winter, and she was the one doing the winter. Like after we killed her, what the fuck do we do?
Right? You go into dungeon crawl in the post game
Mm.
dungeon and you get magical items that you don't use because the characters
Right?
So
Okay.
it hit a natural end, but Tyranny's seriously just ramping. You guys have hit a whole new power level with with the respite and the horde, with your
Legendary items.
your health, or your what's it, the what are they called, the starlight artifacts, and just all that. Oh my god.
now
Those
we got
guys.
an Amnesia or whatever you said it was
Oh,
called in a jar.
God.
And Amnesia in a jar.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
hold on. I need to actually write down where's the, because I don't think I wrote down what it was. Amnesia.
Come on, go get your airship back, well, boy. Just come on over.
This devilish caster just laughs. Oh, hell yeah.
I'm a little stumped on naming the ship. I might need some help. I had a couple of names that I thought would be meme worthy, but
I still say they name it because like they went full commando and stole that shit
Yeah.
to come save us. I feel like one of them should name it.
that's true. Yeah, okay. I'll leave it to them then.
I might ask you guys if anybody as players has opinions, let me know. But I'll think on it and see
I
what
mean,
Emily.
I gave you my idea.
Yeah, the starship.
The starship. I
And
mean, we become
for,
starship troopers.
for,
Hell yeah.
Yes.
full transparency, I had sent Kate a message saying I think I want to call it the SS Fizzband.
Oh my god.
Crazy, crazy,
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
times. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great night. That was a
Hell yeah.
blast. Awesome session
Hell
as
yeah.
always.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see where the next path leads because aside from like you've got a few different opportunities, but now you're relatively well hidden and secured. You no longer have a backdoor into your castle at least.
That
Bros,
is good.
go to sleep and see if you can spy on them instead of them spying on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it works that way.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, got your books, got the one you wanted. Hell yeah. All right.
Edos can get his if he wins,
If he can hit your AC.
right?
I mean,
I'm kind of
if we
interested to
fight,
see.
he could just throw a great weapon master off, and he hits at a +11 now. Just the heads.
That's true.
Yeah, you still have to roll what, like a 14 or above.
Yeah, 14 with the +11.
It's
Rose
not
has an
nothing.
AC of 25 right now.
Yeah, just having that +11 is just so nice, though. Like if shit gets too serious, we could turn great weapon master off, and now I have those charges that I can also throw on to make hits
Right.
and damage go up. It's nice.
Yeah. Ah, no, it's good times. It was a blast. Just like I feel like there's just like I wish I had the energy to keep going. Just so tired.
That's fair.
Getting old.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out. Y'all have a good night.
Take it
Night.
easy.
All right. Yeah, okay.
Peace.
Bye.